Hey guys, it's Sunday night and I am hiding in the basement from the wife and kids, drinking appletinis. Thank you for joining. I'm going to give it a few minutes so we get some people on here tonight. We've got a special guest on tonight, and I want a little bit of an audience to build up before we jump in and we start talking with our special guest tonight. But just want to welcome you guys. Thank you for joining. I'm going to be here checking out, making sure we are live on the Appletinis page. Let's see right now. I'm going to refresh over here and see what we got going on. See if we got the video hopping and see if we got the sound in the right order. It looks like it is over here, and there it is right there. Look at that. There it is. All right, so if you're going to comment, as always, go ahead and comment. We'll be able to see them over here on the screen, and we'll share them, and we'll answer your questions if you have any questions. So feel free. But you know what? Let's jump right into it. Let's get this guest out here tonight. He came all the way from New York City, and he's down here in Maryland. He's from Maryland. He's glad to be back home, and we are very honored to have him on the show. Let me bring him on. Here we go. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3. Boom! Kevin Lee Witt. There we go. All right. Hey, what's happening, Kevin, man? Thank you for joining me, man.
Ken, always a pleasure to do business with you, my man.
All right. Well, thank you for joining me. I see you got an appletini.
I do.
All right. Cheers,
Only the
brother.
finest. Cheers, brother.
Enjoy. Thanks for coming down. I appreciate it.
Delicious.
So who's this Erica person?
Who's this who?
Erica person. She's putting up a comment. She's like, ask him how he greeted Aaron. What does that mean? Do we know?
I actually do not know who
Okay.
Erica is, but that's little sister.
Okay.
I'm staying with a guy named Captain's Corner Jr., who's kind of a doppelganger and kind of plays off my skit, The Captain's Corner.
All right. Fair enough.
I got a feeling they've been drinking all day, so that's sis. We'll talk about that later.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Hey, Darian Rothschild. How you doing, man? Let me throw it in. She says she's lying. I don't know what
I hear you.
All right. I don't understand.
I got caught coming out of the shower. It's one of those
All
situations.
right. I don't even want to know.
There we go.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us, folks. We got 6 people watching right now. That's not bad, because usually we only have 5. So now we got 6. We did. We broke a record. We broke a record. Thank you, Kevin.
Yeah.
Johnny G isn't joining us tonight. He was feeling under the weather, and Dan Franco is actually out of town, so he had to take care of some business. Yes, thank you for joining me, Kevin. I'm glad you're here. We can talk about all the same things that we talk about. But before we go ahead and start, we like to have a lot of fun on this show.
Sure.
And we tell a lot of jokes, as you can tell. I mean, look at my t-shirt. You're killing me, Smalls, So we're here. We're talking sports. We're talking movies. We're talking about a lot of fun stuff. And we try to keep it light, and we try to stay away from politics and things like that. But as you can see in my frame here, we have the flag of Ukraine.
That's right.
So just our hearts go out to those people there, and hopefully whatever is happening there ends immediately. Hopefully it will end very quickly, and we can get back to peace in the world. So, but I just wanted to mention that, and we're going to leave that flag up because we stand with Ukraine. All right. Moving on. All right. So, everybody, grab your appletini because we're going to get into my favorite section of the show coming up here. We're going to do it. And, Kevin, I kind of briefed you on it a little bit earlier, but we're going to jump into my favorite section, and it is called What Chaps Your Ass? Do you have things that chap your ass?
Where do I start?
He's like, yeah, exactly. What do I don't know, right? There's a long list of things that chap my ass. So let me jump in. We got 10 people watching now. There you go. See, now we're breaking records, Kevin.
That's
now
right.
We're breaking records. That's what I'm talking
The
about.
tech savvy are present.
Exactly. So I don't know about Erica's latest comment. She's getting a little.
Yeah, we might have to cut her off soon, sister.
Exactly. All right, we're going to add Bubba's. Hey, Bubba, thanks for joining us, man. Glad you are here. I'm going to move this down so it's underneath of our names. So
The Oriole logo.
Yeah, he's a big Oriole fan, Bubba.
Oh, yeah.
I met Bubba in 1994. He works at the stadium in Bowie.
Nice.
He's one of the ushers.
There we go.
So I met him in 1994. We've been friends since. Great guy. I went back a couple years ago to throw out the first pitch. He was there, actually still working, believe it or not.
Wow.
I don't know if you're still working there, Bubba. Let us know. I'll put the comment up. But Bubba, I've known Bubba for a long time, since 1994.
One thing to tell Bubba, in 1992, I did an internship for Home Team Sports.
Mm-hmm.
I sat directly behind home plate with the radar gun, had the best seat in the house, right, better than Kelly Ripken.
Uh-huh.
And all we would do in the old days, I had a headset on this, a radar gun, kick my feet up. At that point, we would call up the radar pitch to the press box.
Yeah.
$50 a game. God bless Jeff Wagner. Home Team Sports is a big network.
Yep.
Is that still going on?
No, I don't think so.
It was Dr. Tom Davis and all those guys.
Yeah. I think it's MSN now. Maryland Sports Network.
And I got all the hot dogs I wanted to eat and had the best seat at the Orioles games. It was incredible.
There you go. All right, let's see. Yep. I'm on... What? I don't know what that means. I'm on IR Didbility. What? Come on, Bubba.
Put him on the DL.
All right, you're flagged. No more Appletinis for you, Bubba. That's enough. That's enough of that. So, all right, we're going to jump in. You ready? Here we go. To my favorite segment of the show as well. Here we go.
Here we go.
What chaps your ass? So I made that little introduction because, what chap? Do you recognize the voice? What chaps your ass?
It was reminding me of Beavis and Butthead, one of my favorite shows.
All right, here we go. Kurt Howard's already throwing his out there. He was ready. He was ready this week.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring up his comment right here. Okay. You know what chaps his ass? When hunting season's over and he's got to be at home. You know, Kurt, I agree with you, buddy. I'm gonna stretch your comment out right there. Yeah.
Kurt's got a good look. He looks like my shirt here.
I know.
Nice.
Kurt does have a good look, right? But anyway, Kurt, when hunting season is over, fishing, the season was over for that. And, I spent a lot of time now hiding in the basement from the wife and kid.
Wow.
The wife and kids, I should say. I still have kids here.
There's
I got 5.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, and, I still have a couple here.
I almost hit one on the way in on his bike with his baseball gear.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Now we're talking, Darian. Liberty Mutual commercials. I'll tell you what, it wouldn't chat my ass if I was in one.
If I was the Liberty Bibberty guy, it wouldn't chat my ass.
Yeah, I love that one with the actor. He's like, Liberty Bibberty.
Yeah.
Should I come out of the water? I love that. He's like, should I come out of the water? But here's the funny thing. I know an actor like that.
Do you?
Yes.
Who's that?
As a matter of fact, I know. Kevin Witt. No.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
No, but I do. I swear to God, I do. I'm not going to say his name or anything like that, but I know an actor that's like that. He's amazing. Yeah. I love the guy. He's funny as shit. But that's the stuff he does. So, all right. My sister's on. Hey, Betty. It's Kevin. My
nice
sister
to meet
Betty.
you, young lady.
Right? Here you go. Nah, she's older than me.
That's all right. You always call a lady young.
You ready? Adulting chaps are ass.
Tell me about it.
I know. You got bills. You got responsibilities. Being an adult sucks.
Couldn't agree more.
When you're, as old as we are, Betty, we should have been doing it for like 25 years now, at least.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So, anyway, all right, we're moving on. Yeah, my sister. She says I look younger though. The only reason is because you don't have a gray beard.
That's right.
Yeah, that's the only reason. Otherwise, you look like 50 years
old. It's much younger.
Yeah. She looks younger. Get out of town.
Age range, Elizabeth. Age range.
All right, Kevin.
Yeah.
So, what chaps your ass, buddy?
Wow.
Yep. Come on, let it.
Should I let it rip?
Yeah, man. Let us know. Come on.
I'm a big food guy, which is obviously kind of obvious.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy food,
and
when you're on a set, this pandemic has kind of changed everything.
Yep.
So many things chat my ass, but my favorite words when I'm on set are lunch, second meal, and wrap.
Yes.
So, the best part of the day you look forward to when you don't get to see people and you come down and you do a show in Philly or DC.
Yeah.
Let's go have a big frickin' lunch, hit the buffet line. The carved meats, lobster, everything from the replacements till nowadays, gone. Now it's some guy handing you either a box, or how about when you go to Crafty now, we don't get to spend the time, Ken Arnold has to sit there, I have to sit there, Paul Majors, Rick Kane, whoever. We can't even hang out.
There's going to be like 2 tables.
But you and I are kissing in a scene, and now we have to sit 6 feet apart.
Exactly. And then wear a mask in between bites. It's gotten ridiculous. And as a matter of fact,
that chaps your ass too.
I can't wait till it's over.
Right,
I can't
that
wait
chaps
till
your
it's
ass
over.
too.
Absolutely chaps my ass. I mean, you're doing things as an actor now that just make it inconvenient. It's work, and I understand why they're doing these things. I get it. I totally get it. But it's at the point now that I was just sitting next to this actor. We just did a scene where we were like this without masks on.
Right.
And now 5 minutes later, I'm in the cafeteria with this guy, and I got to sit at a table that's 10 feet from him, and he's sitting over there by himself, and I'm sitting over here by
You know what's better is even though you've been vaccinated and got tested today.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I had to come in yesterday and get tested.
Of course.
And then this morning when I got to set, I had to get tested again.
Of course. You tested me when I walked in.
I know, I did.
It's unbelievable. But also, craft services, can I just say something?
Well,
when we used to go to Crafty, there was privacy. Yeah. Like, I could grab Doritos, some chocolate-covered almonds, a cafe mocha, whatever, as much as I want. Now, they hand me a plastic tin with 3 potato chips in it and a piece of a Kit Kat.
Yeah.
How is that going to fill the vanilla gorilla up?
And it's going to be all wrapped up and, safe, and then they just piece it out to you, and you walk down and you got to stand. And then
it's embarrassing, actually.
It is. It's annoying at best, but you know what? We had to go through it. We had to get to through it to get to where we're at now. Hopefully, those things will dissipate slowly and as we go, and then we'll get back to being able to eat lunch and do the things we need to do on set like we used to do.
The only reason we don't have a mask on is because alcohol kills germs. So you let me have an exception here.
Exactly.
I appreciate that.
If you sneeze on me, I'm just going to throw the appletini in your face. Kill all the germs. Anyway. All right, let's see what Kurt has to say. But those are mental ability tests, not COVID. That's true. They always test me for my mental abilities. And they usually kick me off the set immediately.
That's right. You, definitely.
Yeah, because, All right, Arnold's here. This is going to be the dumbest day we've had yet.
Kurt Howard is involved. I like it.
I love Kurt Howard. He's a fun guy. All right. My sister said, I work in a medical facility and don't wear a mask. Well, that's because you're vaccinated.
Yeah.
Twice. And then boosted, probably.
She's probably boosted, yeah.
I'm just guessing.
Yep.
So, all right. So, do you want to know what chaps my ass?
I would love to know what chaps your ass.
All right.
I'm a little scared, but I want to know.
All right. So, anyway. This is kind of a political post, but
oh boy,
not a political post. All right. So what chaps my ass is when I watch social media, right? When I'm on social media, I'm flipping through, looking down feeds of Twitter or Instagram or Facebook, because it is a form of entertainment for us now. That's what we do, right? That's what you do. And in our industry, you have to have a social media presence. You do. There's just no question about it. It's necessary.
You can't go to, yeah.
You have to. You've got to put your pictures up there. You got to tell people what you're doing. You got to follow casting directors so they can follow you. Correct. Other actors, producers, directors. So you're putting your stuff out there. But here's the thing with that really it frustrates me and chaps my ass is that I see very, very talented people who post political posts and get angry and get the vitriol and the hate that they spew at other people. Yeah. And I'm telling you right now, guys, I've talked to people about this. I've talked to people about this in the industry, that when you start doing that, there are people watching, and they're going, I don't want to work with that person.
Right.
I'm not hiring that person. And you're losing jobs and money
because
you're arguing with somebody from who knows where.
A troll.
Yeah. And you're putting things up. Don't think that these people don't look at it. And it chaps my ass that friends of mine do that. And I know that they're going to wind up not getting a job because they did that. And it doesn't matter which side of the fence you're on. I don't care. I don't care. I have friends from the left. I got friends from the right. I'm friends across the board.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, watch, post positive stuff, especially if you're an actor. What you're working on.
It's a hard enough world. It's a hard enough world.
It's a hard enough world. It's hard enough to get to where you're going, right? But if you're gonna eliminate
don't put up a roadblock.
You're gonna eliminate yourself from stuff before you even get the opportunity. Yeah. That chaps my ass because I know you deserve an opportunity, but you're killing yourself with that kind of stuff. I don't care if you have a cause, like if hey, donate to this or donate to that, or I back this cause. I don't care. But when you start arguing with people and the hate and now you're getting as bad has those trolls.
It's the same people. They don't stop either.
And that,
just keep going.
That chaps my ass, Kevin.
Yep, I hear you.
Chaps my ass. And because I know these are good people. I know that they have good hearts, and I know, but then they get into these fights. Like, and then I know I have friends who are like, oh, I don't want to work with them anyway. You know? They won't hire me because of my political beliefs. I don't want to work with them anyway.
Right.
Bull crap.
People take the stronghold.
Bull crap, because you don't know where your next best
opportunity. You got to eat crow in this industry. You got to be humble.
You don't know where your next best opportunity is coming from. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You don't know. It might be the opportunity that bumps you to that next level.
That's right.
So instead of being a co-star, now you're a guest star. Instead of being a guest star, now you're a regular. Instead of being a regular, now you're a star.
Yep.
But you blew it because you were arguing with some troll on Facebook.
A troll. That nobody knows.
Come on.
Even the D-level actors, we all have trolls. It's ridiculous. It's dumb. It's dumb. What chaps my ass...
All right, you're going back. You're going for another one.
No.
All right, go.
I was just going to make it... When martinis are empty, it chaps my ass.
That does chap my ass. Well, here you go. Let me
sir.
soothe your buttocks,
Ooh,
my friend.
Beautiful color.
There you go.
Beautiful color.
There it is. Rub that on your butt.
Yeah, chaps my ass. Butt balm.
Hey. You know what? That does chap ass. When you put sandpaper in the toilet paper to smash it, Kurt. I love it.
This guy is a comedian.
Oh, he's great. I love Kurt. He's got some good ones. Eating crow, that ain't so bad in these barbecues.
He takes me literally. Right. I like that you're listening, Kurt.
And it's better than dark turkey meat.
I agree with that.
Fair enough. We got 17 people. That's pretty good. We were up to 20.
Yeah, people don't even know how to find us, and they're finding us.
I think 3 people, we chapped their ass because they're probably the ones who argue with trolls.
That's right. Dan Franco chaps my ass that he's not here.
What about the dude wipes? What about the dude wipes?
Oh, the captain's been using dude wipes in Captain's Corner Junior's house, and they're from Walmart. Now, and Erica works at Walmart, and she's a sweet young lady. Brought me a Monster Energy drink. Awesome. Got me down here.
Awesome.
I'll tell you what, the dude wipes are underrated. You got to be clean, and you got to, good hygiene is important.
I've been thinking about getting those. When I was in Austria.
You've seen the marketing for them. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Dude wipes.
When I was in Austria last year, they had a bidet in the house.
No. I don't think I like that, though.
They're everywhere in Europe.
I don't think I like that.
Yeah.
I prefer a dude wipe.
Yeah. Well, you need something.
You need something.
You need something.
That's for sure.
Otherwise, man, after a while.
That is for sure.
Right? Bubba, I agree with you, my man.
Oh, my.
Chaps your ass when you go to the store and there are 80 people in line and one cashier open. That
Unbelievable.
is absolutely right. The Safeway near us. Yeah, does that all the time. I hate it.
Bubba, very good point.
I hate it, Bubba. I hate it. It chaps my ass, man. All right, well, I'm going to tell you what, folks. That's our segment on what chaps your ass, because otherwise we'll be here all night complaining about stuff.
Oh, yeah, we can play this game.
And I'll tell you what, I just want to get into it because, Kevin's on the show. He came down from New York. And I got plenty of questions about his acting career up there in New York, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to start out, first of all, let's start out with what got you into acting? What led you down that path?
Right.
When you were a young buck back in the day.
I was definitely a sports guy, and I love music more than anything. I played 6 instruments. But what led me into acting was my mom, really, because my mom owned a dance studio growing up.
Oh, okay, cool.
Called the Center for the Performing Arts.
And where was that?
In Montgomery Village, Maryland.
Okay.
And I took, so my mom ran a dance studio. She was a single parent. I lost my dad at an early age, unfortunately. But my mom had me be a stagehand, whether it was Cats, The King and I, all those productions. And she would always give me a little role in these productions.
Okay.
So I was doing the shuffle ball change and singing in the rain. I had to always explain myself back in the day. Why are you taking ballet? I'm like, for coordination, for athletics. But I got made fun of a little bit.
That's all right.
And I'll tell you what, man, it just is amazing that I went from a dance studio. I was only good at piano, but I played guitar, drums, mellophone, and I'm lucky that my mom gave me that opportunity.
Sure.
And she let me be a stagehand, which helped her. And I was always with her, so we don't need a babysitter. And I was in the productions. And next thing you know, I go to college, I get a degree, I get a BA in communications, but I hit I hit a Foot Locker and Pizza Hut campaign, and next thing you know, one thing leads to another, a little J. Crew, and you're an actor for a living instead of whatever else I should have been, maybe sales, I don't know.
Right? It's addicting, isn't it? You get one job, and then all of a sudden
But then you think it's going to be that easy.
Yeah, and then, but you know, when I first started out, I got on set and I was on Homicide, right?
Homicide, Life in the Streets.
And it was just, I just loved the atmosphere.
Right.
The people. I met people like you.
That's right.
Right?
That's how we met.
So that's what drew me to it. That I was around
the people.
That. And I met great people.
The camaraderie.
Yes. I met that. And we all seemed like we were in it together to make something cool.
Right. Correct.
Be a part of something.
You want the best for everybody. We want to work long hours. We want to hang out and eat together. We want to make a good product.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, there's Joanne. Just said, looking good.
Wow. Thank you, Joanne.
Our discussion.
She must not see my sunburn from being out in the sun 3 hours today.
She would yell at you for doing that. We'll talk more about that in a little while.
Okay.
So we'll get to that. Yeah, Brandon Troy, Yafet Kodo, yeah, R.I.P. man. What a great actor.
Oh man.
You know, what a storied career. What a legend. You know, he's James Bond, and then he's on Homicide, and he was in Midnight Run, one of my favorite movies. Love Midnight Run. So,
yeah.
But we got to meet each other on the set of Traffic. We were both.
How about, was that Don Cheadle?
Yeah, and we were
running
Secret
around.
Service, and people were coming out of the building. We were standing there as the stars were coming out of the building.
That's right. And we did such a good job doing that at that time that they put us on West Wing.
That's right, as Secret Service agents. Again.
Yeah, the Diamond Secret Service guys, covering Martin Sheen.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
What do we got? Oh, God.
Do you know the actual trauma of going to a polka club with your parents and then they want you to learn the accordion and you happen to be into Pink Floyd? There it is. That's trauma. That is some trauma.
That is trauma.
That is. Because, wow.
Kurt Howard.
No, Pink Floyd does not translate. Not at all, man.
No.
I agree to the accordion. Alien. There's Brandon Troy. Yep, he was in Alien.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yafet was in Alien. That's right. And my sister says what little she's done as an extra was amazing. She loved the experience. Well,
so she's in the medical field and she likes acting.
Yeah, she's in the medical. She's a registered nurse. Has, she's like the highest level of a registered nurse. She works in an elderly care facility.
Yeah.
She has for years, and
it's never too late to get into acting.
Yeah, she does it. She does it when she can. Like if I'm producing a film.
Sure.
She comes down. She works on it for me.
She has fun. She supports you and does a good job.
Exactly, she does. And she enjoys it, and that's good. And you know what? When you retire, you can always do extra work. I knew plenty of people who were retired.
There are retired people that are talented.
That's what they do.
And then they get that first real role, and they love it. They lose their mind.
My sister's been in the industry for 35 years, the medical industry. So.
Wow, thank you, Elizabeth Arnold. Mm-hmm. That is awesome.
All right. So, you got into acting.
Right. Thanks to Sherry Witt, we'll say, the Center for the Performing Arts.
We did some stuff down here, right in Maryland.
Correct.
But then you moved to New York City. Tell me what it's like to be in New York City.
Wow, that was a big move. It was a very tough decision because I was extremely comfortable here in Maryland with our little fraternity and our crew and kind of knowing all the casting directors and all the good people here. I'll tell you what, going to New York City was eye-opening. There was a young gentleman in my fraternity who helped me get my first apartment because I could not prove 80 times taxes as an actor. Mm-hmm. Moving up there, named Chili Willie Hafer. He helped me get my first apartment, and
what was his name?
Chili Willie Hafer.
Chili Willie.
My fraternity brother from SAE.
I love it.
The ultimate gentleman. But he literally got me my first apartment, put a case of Bud Light in my fridge, and I'll be forever grateful. And I'll tell you what, man, those were, other than University of Maryland College, those first 7 years in New York from 2003 to 2010 were the best years of my life. I mean, awesome. The energy, the jobs I was booking a lot more principal jobs back then.
Okay.
Just everybody had expense accounts. There was always people in New York City. I would stay in on weekends, work out, and do my thing because always on a Tuesday night, somebody from University of Maryland or you played sports with or somebody from the business world was always in town on business. So, of course, you have to go out and show them a good time.
Yeah.
And Monday through Friday, you went out a lot. Weekends, I would stay home and take care of business.
There you go.
It was fun, man. The energy of New York City.
I mean, just to be in, where it's happening. I mean, it's just like the hub, the Big Apple.
The epicenter of the world.
And you were telling me earlier today that, everything's right there. You didn't have to drive. You took the subway. Everything was just, you were self-sufficient. It was easier, you said. It was
don't like having to depend on people, in life. Around here, you have to go through, 6 easy passes, and you have to drive, and you sit in that DMV traffic. And I loved living in Maryland.
Yeah.
However, in New York City, when things were good back in the day, like we'll tell the Roy Rogers story later when you come up and visit me.
Yeah.
But I like being self-sufficient. Going to 5 or 6 auditions a day. People always said, why New York and not LA? The number one reason why New York, because I could still book the occasional principal job without necessarily having to audition in Virginia, Philly, wherever close by.
Yeah.
But number 2, no traffic. I could go to 5 go-sees and auditions on a good day.
Yeah.
My mom told me the day I got Millionaire Matchmaker. Like I could do so many things, not depend on anybody. And when you have jobs, you get fed and you got driven there. Mm-hmm. So everything was set for you. There was no driving, you know.
Yeah, you don't have to sit on the 405.
Oh, man.
Yeah, ask Johnny Alonso about that. Speaking of, there's Johnny Alonso right there.
No.
He's watching.
The legend. The
there
legend.
Johnny.
Thanks
for joining us, man. I appreciate it. He's out in L.A., man. He's doing his thing. He's one of the hardest working guys out there.
He's always been a good guy, and I've been a supporter of his music because he loves to play the cover songs, right? Mm-hmm. I watch him play that, but I watch Johnny on Outer Banks. I watch him on whatever he tells me to watch him on. I love Johnny.
We've known each other for years, man. Johnny. We used to run across each other in auditions all the time. We got to do Bill Tillman and the Outlaws together. No. He's fantastic. I enjoy spending time with Johnny.
There we go.
And Johnny, when you get an opportunity and you're back on the East Coast, you better come down here and join me on the show.
That's right.
Right? We're changing from live to podcast, and we would love to have you on the podcast. You can come on the live show as well. Of
course.
We're going
to blow the podcast up.
Yeah, we're going to be doing both. So, thank you, Johnny. All right. So,
2 good dudes.
You mentioned something just a second ago.
Did I?
And I told my wife last week when we were setting this up for you to come down. I said, "Oh yeah, Kevin Witt's coming down." She's like, "Kevin Witt." She goes,
"Lock the doors."
The guy, yeah, she said that first. But then she followed that up with, you mean the guy from Millionaire Matchmaker?
Oh boy.
Because my wife watched that show. She watched it every episode.
Yeah.
And she loved it. And she saw you, and I was like, "I know, Kevin." She was like, "Oh, no way." So tell me a little bit about Millionaire Matchmaker. What was it like being on that show?
It's a great story because so many purist actors never want to do reality TV, and they look down on it. And I had my interviews with The Bachelor, and I thought I was going to be on, like, everybody looks down on it, but I'll tell you what, most people that do those reality shows are very driven, and they become successful, and it's cheap to produce, right?
Yes.
Kind of writes itself. So anyway, Millionaire Matchmaker, the way that happened, this is the truth. I was in New York City. It was one of my busier days, and my mom, again, happened to be up, and I don't get to see my mom at all. Greatest lady in the world, and she just happened to be there. Must have been a good luck charm. I had a couple auditions, go-sees, and then a couple modeling agents sent me a casting at the same time. It was a throwaway audition on the way back to my apartment, and bottom line, I went in there, had an audition. They put me on a fast track. I had 4 audition days, 5 days of shooting. I spent 9 days of my life filming Millionaire Matchmaker, and I've probably got recognized from that more than anything I've ever done with De Niro, Chris Rock, whatever. But Millionaire Matchmaker, great experience. I got picked by both Millionairesses with Patty Stanger, and whenever she did interviews, we did kind of a little publicity thing. I've never had a week where you felt more important, where I actually took a Sharpie to Madison Square Garden, and during the timeout was signing stuff, and people recognized me in the windows of Starbucks.
Yeah.
I'm like, this was unbelievable that it happened in New York City, because for 1 month it was running like 4, 5, 6 times a day on Bravo. And Bravo had 3 big shows: Housewives, Millionaire Matchmaker, Top Chef. So I had a great time. Barbados, Miami. Instead of going to a steakhouse in New York like the normal person, they took me to Miami first, and then I went to Barbados, and they gave me these exotic dates because I got picked by both girls.
That's amazing.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It's good improv.
Yeah, and it's all,
it's
paid
fun.
For, so you
they
don't
steer
have to worry
you
about
a certain way, but
yeah,
I mean, they steer you a certain way.
It's reality TV, but it's not reality.
Correct. I got to have fun. I really got to drink. I got to do my own thing, and luckily the edit made me look pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is always good.
Oh, yeah.
Editing always can make or break a performance.
Oh, are you kidding me?
That. Even in a reality
we could edit
show.
This, and we could look like schlubs, or we can look great.
Yeah. I always look like a schlub.
Oh, easy. I'm not talking physically. I'm talking mentally.
Both. Mental injury.
David Morse here, my boy, David Morse.
David Morse. I wish I had David Morse's career.
Is talented as hell.
In The Rock.
That's my boy.
That show, Hack. That was my first speaking role on TV.
What?
Hack.
Me too. I played Bobby Bright on Hack.
I was on Hack.
You too?
Yeah.
Andre Brower, David Morse?
Yeah.
Talked to Paul about this last night.
Yeah. So that was my first speaking role.
Do you remember what you said?
Years ago.
Do you remember what you said in that role?
Yeah, I was the owner of a landscaping company, and I fired the dude that was accused of murder. So I fired him, and then he wanted his job back, and I was like, no, man, you killed somebody.
Wow. Was that Diane Heary?
Yeah. Diane Heary. Diane Heary's great. She gave me my first speaking role in
really?
a film. I mean, a TV show. So, and we talk, about casting here in the DMV.
Yeah.
Right? We talk about all the great casting directors we have down here. You can go with Pat Moran, Carlin Davis,
Taylor Royal, Scott and Betsy.
Yeah, Scott and Betsy are great.
Dagmar,
Essential Casting.
THE, Elizabeth.
Dagmar, she's my favorite. I love her.
Dagmar, I love.
She's is she my favorite?
It's tough. You can't say that.
I can't say she's my favorite.
Now Carlin Davis is not going to cast you.
Oh, damn. Well, anyway, but all these casting directors gave us great opportunities.
They did. They built our career.
Exactly. And I'm super grateful for that. If you're out there watching, thank you so much for all the things you've done for us over the years.
Absolutely.
But yes, it's a tight knit community here in the DMV. And you need to get to know these people, and they're fantastic. They cast shows like so. Pat did Homicide. Pat did The Wire, and I just worked for Pat in We Own the City. Right.
There you go.
So what are some of the ones that you got cast from here that you remember that stood out to you?
Carlin booked me on some Molly. I don't even know if Molly's watching, but Molly Dedham used to be a casting director.
Carlin Davis,
she used to be a great casting director. Personable, but cut to the chase, and would give you the proper criticism you needed and bring you back down to size. Yeah. But Molly, I'm still in touch with, and she was phenomenal. They booked me on like some Fannie Mae stuff where I worked with dogs and kids, some national print campaigns, and some different things. I remember them. Dagmar is funny. She booked me on, I used to do fight night where we got paid to wear tuxedos and go to fight night and drink and hang out with the lady guests.
There you go.
That's a hell of a job.
All right, that's a good job.
That's a good job.
I never got those jobs.
Oh, those were fun.
You know why? Because I'm not single.
Yeah, easy. Yeah, that's why. That is why. No doubt about it.
I would have got
You've been married forever, my friend.
I would have got my butt whooped.
And then
you've met my wife. She kicked my ass.
Taylor Royal, Scott and Betsy.
Yes.
Scott used to do some acting too, because I think he joined us on West Wing a little bit.
Yeah, he still does do a little bit of acting here and there when he can. They're busy doing.
They booked me on both print and commercial things, and I like them. And then THE has been around forever. Elizabeth and Linda and all them, agency. And the best print campaigns I've ever done were with THE. That's my stepbrother, KT.
There you go.
Not my stepbrother. That's my blood brother.
There you go, Ken Tucker. Hey,
he
Ken.
is a.
Thanks for joining us.
Talking about baseball, I'll toot your horn. KT had a slinky of an arm from left field and played ball at Catholic. Ken was a pro baseball
Catholic
player.
University, very nice.
No, Ken was the man. And Ken. We never thought about this.
I was the man.
You were the man for a little bit.
Up to a
pro
point.
Baseball.
Up to a point. It was great that I had the opportunity to play professional baseball. And I enjoyed my time playing professional baseball. Didn't work out for me. Didn't get to the big leagues. But I played professional baseball, and I enjoyed it, and I learned, and I met a lot of great people, and I met my wife playing professional baseball.
There you go.
She gave me the greatest gift of all, five beautiful
kids.
Children. So
That's
there
right.
you go. And I can't say enough about my baseball.
KT, my brother, he has 3 beautiful daughters.
Awesome.
Played at Catholic, runs a heating and air conditioning business in Frederick, Maryland. He's a great guy.
My dad was a heating and air conditioning guy.
Kenny and
Mike.
Mike.
That was where I was going until I went to play professional baseball, and then I wound up being an actor. What the hell was I thinking?
I don't know what I was thinking either, but Jesus. KT and Mike run heating and air conditioning, but KT, he was a baller. You want
a little more?
I would love some.
I got more, brother.
Cocktail, the shake.
All right.
Great drink.
You know what's going to have to happen soon.
What's that?
I got to make another one.
Please.
So, I'm going to ask you another question. Look, Ken said he's hired. Yo, brother, I need a job. Seriously.
There we go. KT.
I've been out of work. I haven't worked since I did that show.
We own the night.
And that was last summer.
Yeah.
I haven't worked since then. So,
real quick, one plug for KT. So he was a sharp-dressed man, played ball at Catholic, whatever. He hired me down in D.C. right out of college, And I would work a business job with my shirt and tie on, and Kenny was a really smart businessman, but we would go to Hey Penny Lion during the day. Friday happy hour was the greatest thing back in the day, like when you're 20 hanging out with your brother. And he would take us and we'd go to all the spots, so it was great.
All right, so Neil Arthur Hansen. I'm going to put his comment back.
This guy, that's a good guy.
He looks thirsty.
The Vanilla Gorilla is always thirsty. I introduced Neil Arthur Hansen, who was a fit model with me. I do a lot of fit modeling. We haven't talked about that. Neil is a great guy, lived in Brooklyn. He's married and lives out in L.A. now, and he's got a child. He is my music guy. When there was a tribute band, like I saw a Journey tribute band with Captain's Corner Jr. last night. Music was our thing. Whenever there was Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam, Nirvana, Neil Arthur Hansen, I took him to Third Eye Blind. He was my music guy. He would always be up for a drink. When I had Thanksgivings, when I didn't have anywhere to go, he would have me over to his house and cook for me. He became a bartender, but he was a talented, great-looking actor. He likes the Green Bay Packers, though.
Oh, the Packers!
That's disgusting. Aaron Rodgers is not a good guy. Crazy talent, but not a good guy. But anyway,
Packers!
The Packers. Neil Arthur Hansen. But that's my boy. The ultimate sports. That's the kind of things that happen in New York.
I'm mixing vodkas, dude. You think that's good?
Yeah, yeah.
You think that's all right?
I think that's okay.
All
right. So Neil, I mean, thank you for everything, Neil. I can't believe he's watching. That's flattering. He's got a busy life in L.A., but we miss you in New York City. We miss you in Brooklyn, my friend, and you're my music guy for life.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it, Neil.
Yeah.
Bubba says, I'm making one right now,
Bubba.
Give me a minute.
Give Ken Arnold. He's multitasking. He's got a lot going on. He's got 5 kids.
I'll run one over to you.
5 kids trying to serve the Vanilla Gorilla, do an interview. This is tough.
Hell yeah. I can do it all, man. I can make a drink. I can run a show. I can talk to you. Look, I'm still in frame, too. It's amazing.
I'm damn impressed.
How the hell's that happen?
On a side note, did you like the movie Cocktail, Ken?
I did.
Elizabeth Shue in her prime, Tom Cruise.
Yeah, I mean, it was the 80s.
Young Flanagan.
It was the 80s, dude.
Young Flanagan.
It was a great film back then.
True.
I was watching, you know what movie I was watching today from the 80s? The Last Dragon.
Ooh.
Do you remember that?
I thought you were doing
What?
I thought you were doing a Kevin James marathon, no?
No, that came on after.
Okay.
But I was watching The Last Dragon. I haven't seen that movie in years. I loved it, but I turned it on and I was like, wow, this is really cheesy.
Truth be told, Cocktail is the only movie in the history of my life where I sat in the movie theater. Look at that shake. Is your arm okay? Can you show the audience your arm? I guess we might not.
My arm, yeah, I busted it up, man. Look at it, it's purple. Look at that.
We were wrestling. We were wrestling before the show, and I had to, straighten things out.
Body slam. Look at this little swollen. I got the Joe Montana elbow.
Black and blue. Black and
terrible,
blue.
Man.
So Cocktail is the only movie in my life, I can tell you this is the truth, that I sat in the movie theater, watched Cocktail. I was so awestruck by my girl Elizabeth Shue, who's friends with a bunch of my buddies in Jersey, but I didn't even know what to do. I sat there, I didn't move, and then I watched it again a second time. Cocktail. Okay. Remember Karate Kid? I mean, she was one of the first.
What movie did you watch the most in a movie theater? Like you've seen the most time in a movie theater?
Oh, the most time, not back to back. I've only done one back to back where I watched the same movie twice.
Okay, well then that was Cocktail.
Let me
There you go. Fill that sucker up.
There we go.
So give me.
I'll serve myself.
Yeah, who's the master? Brandon Troy. Yes, The Last Dragon. What a great movie, man. I love it.
I don't do as good of a pour as you, but that's all right.
That's all right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Enjoy.
So we're not talking favorite movies. You're talking about what did you watch the most in the theater? The most
in the movie theater. Like you saw it the most times in the movie theater.
I think Revenge of the Nerds because it was my first R movie. And I snuck in and my mom didn't know. So then I watched it again and I would show off and I figured out how to sneak in the Montgomery Village movie theater.
Yep.
Remember Booger?
Yeah.
Hell of a character.
I've met him. I've actually had drinks with him.
Really?
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Legend.
Okay.
Ted whatever was on that show. Revenge of the Nerds. Ted Knightley or the clean cut guy, president of the fraternity?
Oh, Ted McGinley.
Ted McGinley, correct.
Yeah, Ted McGinley.
Correct.
So, the film that I saw the most times was Police Academy.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I saw it 6 times.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Oh, it was the 80s. And
Police
we would go to the mall every week, and, back then, movies would run forever.
Oh, man.
And then we'd be like, what do you want to do? All right, well, let's go see
it again.
Police Academy again, because it was hilarious.
Yeah.
So we saw it 6 times.
Oh, yeah.
It was crazy. So.
Oh, yeah. The good old movie theater.
Kurt Howard's wife cries at the end.
Cries at the end of Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah.
Wow.
Stripes, Bill Murray. You know, Bubba.
Oh.
Let me tell you a story about Stripes. I'm going to tell a quick
Go
story
ahead.
about Stripes. But I did my paper in college my comedy films class paper on Stripes.
Did you?
I love Bill Murray. You know, I met Bill Murray. I had drinks with Bill Murray.
I have not met him.
And
I met a lot of people, not him.
Was he a good guy? Bill. Yeah, he's great. Fantastic. He is exactly what you hear.
Right.
He is that guy. He is, you know, he came up to me. I was sitting at the bar. He go, boom, right over my shoulder. And he's like, what are you drinking? And I'm like, Bill
Dr.
Murray.
Leo Marvin.
Yes. I was like...
Groundhog Day?
Yeah, Groundhog Day.
He's a sports guy, too.
I watched one of my favorite Bill Murray movies last night.
What?
The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou.
No way. Wow.
Love that movie. Love it. I watched it last night.
Yeah, I like Richard Dreyfuss in him when he's the patient.
Yes.
That's
Dr. Leo Marvin.
Dr.
Richard
Leo
Dreyfuss
Marvin.
was Leo Marvin.
When he shows up on vacation, I love it.
Yep. Fast and the Furious is not the new Police Academy.
No. I love Paul Walker, though. R.I.P. He's my brother.
Paul Walker. But we got 23 people, dude. We're breaking records. We're breaking
Are we really?
records.
I'm
Caddyshack, Ken.
When this podcast gets posted, we are going to break records. This is good.
Caddyshack.
KT likes golf.
KT.
He's a sports guy.
Love it. So, yeah, I've actually met Bill Murray a couple of times.
Yeah.
But one time I actually got to sit down and have some drinks with him. It was fantastic.
And that's an amazing.
So who's the most famous person you ever had drinks with? Go ahead.
Whew. Well, if you're talking non-alcoholic, which is rare, I would say Mr. Troy Polamalu.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I got to go to L.A., film the Head and Shoulders campaign, and we filmed. I was there 8 days, filmed 4 commercials. I got very lucky. I'm reading that. And I got to have a meal with Polamalu and his wife, and he's from Samoa. And he was the most gentlemanlike, soft-spoken guy you have ever met in your life. And then I would watch him, sorry to all the Baltimore people, decapitate Joe Flacco. And he had that split personality.
Yeah.
And that's what I love. When somebody can do both.
Yeah.
Because,
when you didn't want to meet him on the field.
No.
Off the field, sweetest guy.
You watched him. You watched football games to watch him. Kind of like Ray Lewis or any impact player. But Troy was the nicest guy ever. Every take we did, but let's say we did 20. I did a commercial called Polymolecules, and he smacked my head into the shampoo.
Yep, I remember.
Every single take, he would apologize because he smacks me when he walks away. He's apologizing to me, and I'm just so happy to be working with Troy Polamalu.
Get smacked in the head by
They went to the Super Bowl that year, and he won the defensive MVP. But he's apologizing to me.
Yeah, before.
Whoa.
Did you see that? Donna Lloyd.
There we go.
Said, right? You know, Donna, and I think you might be referencing my movie, The Night Watchman. Yeah, vampires are sparkly bitches, and we talk about it in my movie, The Night Watchman.
There we go.
So,
alcoholic drinks. I remember being at the bar I told you about earlier. We were talking about Divine Bar, and I was with Colin Farrell drinking Baby Guinness till the wee hours of the morning. That was pretty fun. That was pretty fun.
And Johnny Alonso said he saw Valley Girl at the Westview.
That makes sense for Johnny Alonso.
He was after the...
There was a super hot chick.
At the concessions.
That's Johnny Alonso in his prime.
Did you see the movie, or were you just talking to her?
Yeah, come on.
It took you 5 times just to see the whole movie. Right?
Yeah. That's an interesting question.
These Appletinis are good.
They are getting better.
Strong.
Getting better.
Every man's dream is to drink Appletinis with Ken. James,
it's my dream for 9 years. It's about time.
I know. Here's the thing. This is what I like to tell people. And this is what I used to tell my mom, right? My mom is always like, yeah. And I go, Mom, you can't turn it off. It's not like a switch where I can just turn stuff off.
That's right.
People want to come on my show. It's fine. I love it. Right?
That's right.
Come on my show.
He's got a talent.
Come on my show. Come on my show. You've got a talent.
James.
When you coming? When you coming, James?
That's right.
Let me know.
The screening process.
Right?
Yep.
I would like if you came to the studio, because it's a lot more fun when you're in the studio.
We could have done this virtually, but why?
Yeah, we could have. We could have, and
I wouldn't have been able to drink these good Appletinis with you at the same time.
There he goes, Johnny Alonso. Yeah, a little of both. I watched the movie, talk to the girl. Watch the movie, talk. And it took you 5 times to get through the whole thing.
Yep.
I see where you were working both angles, Johnny. Learning about the industry.
Johnny's a multitasker. He's a musician and an actor.
I see where you're going with that. That's pretty cool. That's
right.
All right. See, look, Culpepper, he's anytime. Well, get your butt over here then. That's all I got to say.
That's right.
Yeah. He knows.
That's right.
He knows. All right, so let's jump over here. I want to run through some of these pictures that you sent me. Right? Look at that. Oh, different screen. Look at the big Appletini glass. I took that picture.
That is beautiful.
Those appletinis in L.A. I was in Burbank.
You couldn't resist that.
I ordered appletinis for everybody.
The goose was loose. I wish I had been there for that.
Yeah, it was fun. It was Son of Monsterpalooza. It's a horror convention, and we were out there hawking the Night Watchman.
I think I know. I remember when you went.
Yeah, we were out there and we were hanging out. It was a blast, man. I had so much fun.
I bet.
Yeah, Bubba's like, I'll be there next Monday. I'm coming. Bubba, I ain't doing it next Monday. I might be doing it next Tuesday. So you got to come on the right night.
That's right.
I'm not going to tell you which night it is.
So that's your picture of the Appletini, and that was in L.A.
Yeah, that was in Burbank. Yeah.
Burbank.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so let's hit your pictures here, my friend.
I don't know what's going to be in here.
All right, so I'm going to start with this one right here. Your favorite football team, the Steelers, and you got to wear the Steelers jersey or Steeler hoodie.
I'm telling you, man. How ironic is that? I did shoot a commercial like only a year and a half ago where I was wearing Cleveland Browns.
I saw that.
That's blasphemous.
And when I saw
that was running on like Monday Night Football. I got blasted for that.
When I saw that, I was laughing so hard. I was like,
so that is just a stroke of luck. When you go to that might have been Expressions. Remember them in Philly that booked me on that? Mm-hmm. So that was just a stroke of luck.
That was Greer.
Greer Lang?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and Pam.
Yeah. I think it was Greer.
Everything's a blur in life. Yeah. But that's one of those jobs where you just go to it. You're in shock. All of a sudden, they give you your team shirt. Then, the young lady they matched me up with isn't bad either. She wears it well.
Yeah.
And we had a hell of a time on that shoot. I enjoyed that. Yep.
All right, let's go to this next one.
I'm afraid what's going to... Oh!
Now, that is a cool photo. And that's not too long ago. That's recent, right?
That's recent. I appreciate that. That, you know what? Those are some characters right there.
Look at you guys.
I gotta give a shit. Billy Lake is a big sad guy, and John Virag, the guy with the hard helmet to my left, is a talented musician. Plays all over New York City. But
very cool.
That's like the iconic photo where they're all sitting on the ledge.
Yes.
And I think somebody on the staff took that, and actually, it was a longer one. We've got like 20 people in that picture, but that turned out really cool. That's from West Side Story.
Yeah. My sister wants my mom to be on Appletinis. Oh my God.
Oh boy.
That would be.
How would that go?
I'm gonna say it'd probably be awesome because my mom's a lot of fun.
You better say that.
Because she'd be hitting me the whole time. Stop! Don't talk like that. She'd be doing all kinds of stupid stuff.
So that was during some downtime in West Side Story, which Spielberg directed, which is out now and up for some Oscars. But we had a core of guys that were construction workers. It was cool, Yeah. Nothing makes the cut. We can play that game all the time.
Floor. You don't know.
Yeah, but the good news is John Virag and I remember there were a couple incidents we had on that thing, but Spielberg being there and actually directing you was actually cool. That's cool.
Yeah, that is great, and I'm glad you got to experience that. So.
Yeah, I knew the stunt coordinator, a lot of talent on that set.
Yeah, but that's a great photo.
Thank you. I like that. The onesie and the man spreading.
Yes, nothing wrong with man spreading.
Nothing wrong with. I do it on the subway
right now. You can't see it.
Look at the man spreading going on.
We're spreading right now,
it's
but
crazy.
You can't see it. So. All right.
What else we got?
There's Troy.
There's Troy.
He smacks you right in the back of your head.
I might have been in a little better shape there. I can't tell, but he was the MVP of the NFL that year, and he's about to stick my head in that shampoo, and then he walks away and he smacks me.
You can say Head and Shoulders.
Head and Shoulders, baby. Yeah, that was a...
Maybe they'll sponsor me. I don't know.
Peter Estella was a producer on that commercial, and that was incredible experience and job to work with Troy. I love him.
You freaking are is bigger than he is, though.
I was. That's the thing. I was actually in good shape back then. Yeah, I was bigger than the MVP of the NFL. I wish that was the. I'd say I was a little more cut. I'm definitely bigger than him now.
Yeah. Oh, Kevin Stokes is in the house.
Oh boy.
Kevin, I got something for you, buddy.
Another K.
Give me a second here, man.
There we go.
I saw this earlier today, and I was like, you know what? If Kevin jumps on, man, I'm gonna post this. I'm gonna see. Where do I gotta go? I gotta go to find it though. Give me 1 second, bro.
You need to search?
Oh, yeah, I gotta do a quick search. Because we were talking about you earlier, Kevin, because his son is a huge high school football guy. And we were talking about Manning.
Eli and Peyton.
Yeah, Arch Manning, who's like ranked #1 in the high school 2023, class of 2023.
Sure.
Well, his son, Kevin Stokes' son, is also...
We got to talk about that.
Yeah, he's also... All right,
So Kevin...
Hold on, I'm going to find this, man.
Should I tell Kevin about Peyton and Eli?
Yes, go ahead.
Kevin, Peyton and Eli. Great guys. My mom went to Ole Miss, twirled in the Cotton Bowl, and she knew Archie. But then we trickle down. I've got to work with Peyton and Eli more than any other star in my business. I've done their stunt doubling, body doubling, hung out with them. I've got them. I don't know if we want to get into the great stories about them, but those guys are gentlemen, freaks of nature. That two guys both won Super Bowls, coming from the same family. And now we've got they've got the number one nephew.
Arch Manning.
Yeah, Arch Manning.
I think it's God. What the hell is his brother's name? It's Cooper
Manning. He's kind of a comedian. He's pretty funny.
Yeah.
He's good on air.
Yeah. Erica, my mom loves the Mannings. Yeah.
So sis.
That's not the picture, though.
Who doesn't love the Mannings, Erica? Who doesn't love the Mannings?
I'm trying to find a picture, but all right. So Kevin, it's
you want some Peyton and Eli stuff or stories or no?
What's that?
You want any Peyton and Eli stories or?
Yeah, go ahead, man. Talk about that because you were actually their stunt double.
Correct.
In a commercial, right? And I'm going to bring those pictures up in a second.
It's a triple header. I got to do the stunt double, the stand. We did Oreos. I did Sony. Oreos with the Williams sisters. I worked with Trump. I did so many things with the 5 Rings. Justin Timberlake, Aaron Andrews were there. But the best story about Peyton for Sony, sitting down in the room waiting for breakfast, just me and Peyton in a green room on like 450 West 15th. And the PA comes in. She goes, "Hey, Peyton, what do you want for breakfast?" He's got loafers on, khakis, like a golf shirt. He goes, "Quantity over quality." Yeah. That's all he said. Yeah. Of course, there was a billfold of $100 bills spilling out of his pocket. He gave me his number 18 Colts T-shirt, so I got a souvenir.
Nice. And
Peyton was the man. Yeah. But even better, when he got injured, remember his neck surgeries? He went through that?
Yeah.
I shot all the DirecTV campaigns with Deion Sanders, Peyton and Eli. Yeah. I went up in the harness, crashed into the glass.
We're going to show that in a minute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Peyton, when he got back from a year off, all he said is, "Hey, Kevin," and he gave me the mile high salute. So Peyton's the man.
Very cool. So this is my friend's son, Kevin Stokes. They just
Damn.
This is his son, right?
Yeah.
He rises to the top 10 and 23 QBs in the nation.
That's sick. That's your boy's son.
Yeah. That's it. He lived
pretty
here.
Proud about that.
For Crofton, and now he's down in Florida. He's doing his thing. But his son, if you get an opportunity, follow him on Instagram, right?
I thought that was a picture of Justin Bieber, no?
Holler. No, he's a lot better football player than Justin Bieber.
You're damn right.
But
I don't know if he's going to have the bank account of Justin Bieber, but if he does, that would be impressive.
This kid. Well, I'll tell you what.
He's got the looks.
If he stays on this track right now,
of course.
He may have that.
Of course.
He may have that bank account like Justin Bieber. Because I'll tell you right now, this kid can play
I'm
going to
follow that young man.
Yeah. He can play some football, man.
Damn.
And, I'm following him.
You got it, Kevin. You got it.
And I'll tell you what, that kid's ready to kick some butt when he gets to college. He's already got some offers, and I'm not going to say which schools, but if you follow him on Instagram, you can follow his path and his journey, and you'll see the kid's big time. He's ranked in the top 10 in the country.
That is awesome.
Anytime you're ranked top 10 in the country in anything, pretty darn good. That's all I'm saying. Pretty darn good.
These Appletinis are top 10 in the country. Can I eat the strawberry? Is that okay?
Yeah, we have more. I got a whole thing back there.
Good.
Tray. I got apples too if you want one. All right, so here you go, right? You were talking about that Eli Manning commercial.
Right. So the best thing about Eli, the guys won 2 we should go back to that first segment we did, things that bother me.
Yeah, okay.
People that tell me that Eli Manning is not a Hall of Famer, are you freaking kidding me?
He's not. He's not.
2 Super Bowls.
I mean, all day long I could argue this point. He's not. He has a losing record.
Don't talk over your guest.
He doesn't even have a 500 record. He's one game under 500.
Don't talk over your guest.
He has more interceptions than any other quarterback ever.
He is the Iron Man of football. Okay, interceptions don't matter. It's like the pop-ups.
I don't care.
They don't matter. But anyway.
I don't care. It's like putting Larry Walker in the Hall of Fame from Colorado.
That's different. That's Colorado.
He's terrible.
All right, so here we go. Let me talk about Eli.
Just because you won 2 Super Bowls doesn't make you a Hall of Famer.
Do you care about the quality of person?
No.
No?
I don't. It's not about the quality of person.
So Eli.
Barry Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame.
You're damn
Barry Bonds
100%.
is a douchebag.
You're 100% right.
Pete Rose is a douchebag. Should be in the Hall of Fame.
Barry Bonds should 100% be in the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
The best player. He never saw a pitch to hit. All he did was walk or hit homers. So Eli, for our friends out there, Eli was the most humble guy ever, the nicest guy ever. He still has a BlackBerry, and when he used to run to set, he would tell me inside stuff about the draft and everything. Everybody's always jocking him. Eli will throw you your BlackBerry, hang out. He wants to drink a beer and listen to my boy Kevin Griffin and Better Than Ezra. Eli is the most humble, nicest guy in the world. You would never know There we go. That's a good point, Kurt.
But you know what?
That's a good point, Kurt.
You do make a good point,
yeah.
Kurt. But Joe Namath does not. Look at his numbers. Awful. His numbers are awful, and he's in the Hall of Fame. It's bullcrap. The only reason why is because he was in New York, played for the Jets, under the hottest spotlight. That's the only reason he's in the Hall of Fame. If you look at his numbers, Joe Namath was terrible. He was a terrible quarterback.
What about Eli's durability, though? Because I have a story about this. Like, Eli would get hit by 290-pound fast linemen every day. He never missed a game. And the funny thing is, they would put me in a harness and get me ready to crash into the glass, and the director would tell me to go in the green room and calm Eli down if they had to put him in the harness. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? I'm trying to talk to Eli Manning about being calm and worrying about crashing.
There's the harness right
there.
There
you go. It was that moment. They had me talking to Eli because he didn't want to go up in the, obviously they don't want to hurt him and do whatever, but I don't need to calm Eli Manning down. He's calm, cool, and collected.
His numbers suck like a Nickelback concert.
Easy.
That's Joe
that
Namath.
Does suck.
He's talking about Joe Namath. He's not talking about Eli. But Eli's numbers aren't that great either. Look
Stop.
at
Eli's numbers are just fine.
No, they're not. He doesn't even have a winning record.
2 Super Bowls and they beat the Patriots.
He doesn't even have a winning record, Kevin.
But how about the yards in consecutive games?
Don't care.
Durability matters.
I don't care.
Durability matters.
That doesn't have a winning record.
All right.
W. See that right there? W. That's what matters.
From personal experience, I have to say something.
Matters.
On the Sony commercial, he would throw the ball. Oh, we did Football Cops too with my boy JD. We would throw the ball off camera. Eli tried to throw. You know how they have prop guys or whatever. They want to get involved and catch the ball, or the lighting guys or whatever. This guy, I swear to God, nobody could catch his ball. Not tooting my horn, but he would hit me right here on autopilot from off screen every time, and a ball just comes out differently, like your boy's kid. It's not like you and me throwing a football. Like he had a laser.
You've never seen me throw
rocket
a football, Kevin.
arm. What's that?
You never see me throw a football.
Oh, that's true. That's true. We would do that later.
But yeah, I'm just saying.
I love Eli, man. Don't diss Eli. Great guy.
Exactly. Don't get me started on Eli Manning. I'm an Eagles fan. There's no good Giant ever.
That's true.
Except
that's
Lawrence
true.
Taylor. I got Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah, LT was pretty good. Number 56 could play.
I was going to say.
Am I allowed to film myself up here as a
No,
time?
you can't. No, not now. Not now.
I'm going to. I'm going to take some liberty.
Not a Hall of Famer.
Not a Hall of
You should
Famer.
be banned from drinking Appletinis for
You might not want him to be a Hall of Famer, but I 100%
He's
tell you
going
he
to get
will
in
be.
the Hall of Fame.
He will
Why
be.
his last name's
Of course
Manning?
he is. That's right.
Big.
All right, things that chap our asses. We
big,
continued that
nepotism
segment.
fest.
That was
Oh,
good.
your last name's Manning? Oh, Hall of Fame. Get the hell out of here. Terrible numbers.
All right. All right.
Yes, I do agree, Brandon, that he did defeat the Pats team. Right? I do agree. And yes,
that was a hell of a Pats team.
He beat Tom Brady twice. Good.
Isn't that amazing, though, that they won
But it's for your whole career. It's not just because you beat Tom Brady twice.
He started in 2004, and that was a long career. That's a long career. He's the man. I love Eli.
He sucks.
Yep.
Eli Manning. Is he better than his brother? Let's hear this.
They are different. He's not better than Peyton. No,
That's right.
Definitely
He's
not. Definitely
He's
not. Definitely not.
Look at Peyton's numbers. See this? W. He's got a lot of them. To a little, right?
Peyton was unbelievable.
Eli, he's got less than these.
I'm still mad
He's
at
got
Peyton.
less W's than
The only Super Bowl I went to that I was involved with them was the one down in Florida. We talked about Sean Payton earlier. That frickin' onside kick.
That was amazing.
I was down there with my girlfriend of the time down in Florida, and I went to that. They lost that Super Bowl, and they should have won. Peyton should have won that.
Erica, Tom Brady sucks. I'm an Eagles fan, Erica. You're preaching to the choir. We know he sucks.
We'll tell some stories about him. That guy ruined my career. We will talk about Tom Brady.
Right? Tom Brady, he beat us once, and then we got his ass back. So
that's true.
We did.
That is true.
So, we've been on it for an hour already.
Well, let's keep going. We're gonna talk about Tom Brady. I didn't know that. I had no idea.
We've been on for 59 minutes.
We've talked for an hour, and we haven't even covered Tom Brady.
We haven't even covered it.
Crap.
With rationalizing, see what happened was with Eli. Right? Don't make me go to his numbers. That's another. We'll do
things that chap your ass. You should have just talked about Eli instead of politics.
Just come back on the show. We'll do a whole thing about Eli Manning and why he shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame.
That would be interesting.
Culpepper, get out of town, Brady.
What?
Brady, I think autocorrect changed sucks to rocks.
I thought you said that was Dante Culpepper. All right, James. I hear you.
Yep, exactly. Crybaby
rock.
Brady, cheater Brady.
That's
I
right.
mean, you can go right down the line with Tom Brady. Why
That's
he
right.
stinks.
The guy that got Bridget Moynihan pregnant, Brady. There's a lot of problems he
That
had.
guy.
James.
That guy. So anyway, but that's great that you got to be his. You know, I actually, we took my son down to the Peyton Manning, the football camp, the Manning football camp, because it's Eli's.
They were good to your kid, right?
They were great. You know, Eli farted next to my son and was like, "Hey, you smell something?" And my
No,
son
he did not.
was like, I got a picture of my son looking at him like with this.
Eli has that understated
and Eli
personality.
farted next to him and then looked at him and went, "You smell that, kid?" And my son was like, "Yeah." Looked at him like, "Holy crap!"
Eli's underrated as a.
And he was like, "Don't tell anybody I did it."
Yeah, Eli's a funny guy, man. He's underrated. Peyton gets all the praise because he's good. Gets all the commercials.
No, they're both great. They're both funny. You know, I think they're fantastic.
Great family.
They're great for football. I loved watching them on Monday Night Football this year. You know,
Oh, the Manning cast. That's you can't watch the regular telecast. You got to watch them.
Yeah. I don't hate. Yes, there's Dan Franco. Dan Franco.
Where's Dan?
Dan.
Yes.
What's
preaching
going on,
to the
buddy?
choir?
We miss you, but yes, we just mentioned the Manning cast, and Dan just threw it out there.
Even the terrible games, you cut on to watch the Manning cast.
Exactly.
100%.
I did. I watched the Manning cast. I loved it when they had Snoop Dogg on.
They remind me of us on here. Two guys just talking crap, and you know it works.
Okay. Look, and Bubba knows. Bubba knows. All right, let me show you Bubba's.
Bubba.
All right. Bubba's gonna tell you. You can't touch Brady, or you get a flag called. It's true.
Boy. That's
true.
right.
For 20 years, it was true.
What do you mean? If you roll up on his shoelaces, it's chop block. It's this. It's a personal foul.
Yep. Yeah, and good luck to Kevin Stokes' son.
Yes.
Marcus.
100%.
Good luck to Arch Manning as well. I hope those guys come into the
new
league,
guys,
and they all make a lot of money playing football,
they're
playing a
going
sport
to.
I love to watch. I really do.
It's the best.
So let's talk about this, right?
Yeah,
Bubba's
what do you got?
on.
What do you got?
Bubba's on. I'm going to switch back over because we've been through most of the pictures. Let's see.
What do we got?
This was you with your hockey face, and we'll get more into hockey in a little bit. We'll argue about that.
I am not a hockey player.
Yeah.
I like football, basketball, baseball, golf, and tennis, but we'll talk about that later.
We're going to talk about that in a minute.
That's a little Gillette.
All right.
That's when, again, I seemed to be in a little better shape there, and I was doing some shape. That was THE. Oh, there you go. I was doing THE and Pascal, the wardrobe. Have you ever worked with Pascal, the world-famous wardrobe person on every freaking print shoot, it seems like? And I love Pascal. She works on everything, but she suited me up, made sure that I thought you were offering me.
No. You're an Eli Manning kid going in the Hall of Fame, so no, you don't get in it.
Okay. She made sure I looked good, and I acted like I could skate and stuff, but I really can't ice skate, to be honest. That's not my sport.
Okay, so if Dan Franco was on right now,
oh boy,
right, we would have a huge conversation about why you think.
You give yourself quite a pour.
I did.
Okay.
It's my show.
I know, that's true.
So, you and Dan Franco would be going at it right now, and I agree with Dan Franco in this because I'm going to speak for Dan Franco.
You want to hear my premise? You really want to go there?
Dan, can I speak for you right now?
I love Dan, though. I don't like to argue with Dan, but I will.
All right. So Kevin here thinks that hockey is not a hard sport to play.
I didn't say that. That's not the case.
What did you say?
Okay, here's what let me clarify, and I guarantee 90% of the public agrees with me.
I will let you clarify.
Nobody thinks of it this way.
Okay, go.
Hockey guys, I've known a lot of them. They are badasses. They can fight, and you need endurance and you need some skill. But I'm telling you right now, it is so far more impressive to be Eli or Peyton Manning than any hockey player, including Ovechkin. You know why? Because every kid in the world has had a football. Every single kid, no matter where they live, no matter what their no matter what their upbringing, every kid has thrown a football. Every kid has had a football. It is so much harder to make it all the way, and only 10% of the world has ever had ice skates. Nobody skates. So my point is, what Eli and Peyton have done is just freak of nature, phenomenal. Everybody wants to be a quarterback. Hockey, there's a million kids that don't even care and never own ice skates. So that's my point.
Okay.
Do you hear me?
I hear your point.
Okay.
It's horseshit.
I don't want Dan writing down anything smart
Dan's going to come on in a second, and he's going to agree with me.
Yep. We don't watch Monday Night Hockey. We watch Monday Night Football, Dan.
Look, I'm a professional baseball player. Look, Kevin Stokes is on your side.
Okay,
right?
good.
Kevin Stokes is on your side.
There you go, Kevin.
Right?
Kevin is a smart man.
Right, here you go. Do everything that Eli Peyton or Jordan did, but on skates. and knives
My
on
man,
your feet.
but
See?
that's like saying I'm the best Tiddlywinks player while I've drank 7. Hold on. I'm the best at Tiddlywinks while I drank 7 martinis. That's like a special skill, Dan. Come on.
We used to have conversations, right? Long bus rides in minor leagues, right?
If we give every kid ice skates like we give kids footballs, then I will respect the best.
No, because ice hockey is not just relegated to Canada. Europe plays a lot of ice hockey. Russia.
I'm not saying a lot of people don't play it.
It's a worldwide sport, right?
I hear you.
All right, and it's not the number one sport in the world.
When we go to the beach, when we go to Dewey Beach or Ocean City, are we ice skating or are we going to throw a football on the beach?
It depends on when you go. You go in the winter.
There you go. We're going to ice skate on the Atlantic Ocean, I guess.
Right? Look, it is a culture. But I'm going to say this right now. Do you know the amount of skill that it takes to ice skate like that? At that
I do
speed,
because I can't do it.
At that speed.
But I think if I grew up on ice skates, I could do it.
The puck is this big, right? And can I make my point now?
Can.
I let you make your point.
You can make your point.
Can I make my point?
You can.
All right. And right, they fight while they're on skates.
They do.
Right? They hit a puck 100 plus on skates. They pass and they deflect it out of the air on skates. Mm-hmm. They stop on a dime, cut left, cut right. They fight. I already said fight. I love fighting. I love fighting on skates.
They are very skilled. It's
hard as shit, right?
They're skilled.
But what I'm saying is, when we went on these bus rides, we used to argue what's the hardest sports, and we would always rank 1, 2, 3, 4. What things you could do, right? What's the hardest thing you could possibly do in sports? Number one.
How about hitting a 101 mile an hour fastball?
Yeah, 100 mile an hour fastball. Let's go with that now because that's where most guys are throwing.
You can do that about 22% of the time.
Right? Yep. So, 100 mile an hour fastball is probably the hardest thing to do in sports.
We agree on that.
The second thing was play hockey. Because not only do you have to have those skills, those specific skills, ice skating, hand-eye coordination, all that, but you have to be in shape. If you're not in shape, you ain't playing that sport.
That's true.
You're just not. You are not. Like baseball, yeah, you could be John Kruk.
What do you mean, Cecil Fielder wasn't in shape?
You could be Babe Ruth.
Cecil Fielder wasn't in shape?
Nah, not really.
Okay.
I've seen him in person.
Big Poppy?
Yeah, no. But those were my top 2. 100 mile an hour fastball and then play hockey.
I agree that it's extremely hard. I just don't have quite the respect for it that I do because it's so hard to get to the pinnacle of football, like your boy's son. He's a top 10 quarterback. I think that's harder than being a top 10 hockey player. I do.
Okay.
Sorry. I do.
Playing quarterback?
I do. Mm-hmm.
Eli Manning can do it. Anybody can.
Easy. That guy just threw the ball different. I'm gonna hang out. I'm gonna hang out with your buddy and his son.
Anybody can.
Eli Manning.
Yo, don't come here next time.
I care that we were gonna have a beer.
I'm just saying, Franco will kick your ass about that.
Eli Manning can do it all. He can drink beer, listen to Better Than Ezra. He can act. Friction is no factor.
No, but I'm just saying, behind 100 mile an hour fastball, hitting a baseball, playing hockey.
How about when they drop it?
On razor thin? They think it's that thin.
Okay. How about 100 mile an hour? You know the time. Okay. But when I grew up, I couldn't shoot a 3-pointer. I couldn't hit a baseball. If someone drops an 84 mile an hour hook on you after 100 miles an hour, you tell me that's not impossible?
It's hard.
Yeah, very.
But I've done it.
Okay.
I'm not saying,
I think I can put the biggest guy in America in the goal as the goalie, and he can just block. He would give up five goals a game. 5 goals a game.
No.
There we go.
No way. No way.
I'll tell you what he can't do is play quarterback. All right. Anyway.
All right, but that's another conversation.
Sorry, Dan. I love you, Dan.
That's another conversation. We always said, okay, if you took a hockey player and put him on a baseball field, could he play? If you took a football player and put him on a baseball field, could he play? If you took a basketball player and put him on a baseball field,
then we get into the basketball
argument.
If you
took a baseball player and put them on any of those arenas,
man, basketball killed my knees, but I'll tell you what, if you play 3 minutes of real basketball going coast to coast and playing defense, you can't do it anymore. You have got to be in really good shape to play basketball. I'm telling you now. It's brutal. It's brutal. LOL. There you go, Darren.
All right, Darian's having fun. We're having fun.
That's right.
Free diving requires you to be in incredible shape. Yes, I agree. I free dive in my tub every night.
That's harder than being an NFL, Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Dude, you know how long those guys go down?
Just kidding, Kurt.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Don't get started on basketball. Well, actually, we're not going to get started on the basketball, but
no.
you're a huge Terps fan.
Oh boy, that's why I wore the
shirt you're wearing.
That's why I wore the camo and the. I'm representing the USA right now.
Right.
And the Terps. Yep.
Right.
Dan, you like this topic? Dan likes this.
Of course he does.
So the greatest sporting event I've ever been to, Ken.
Yes.
And I went to the Super Bowl when the Broncos won. I got to dance with Mike Shanahan's daughter. I had a surreal time. John Elway is a top 10 athlete of all time, by the way, and we'll talk about that later. Okay. I'm not joking about that.
How much time do you think we have here, Kevin?
I don't know. You tell me.
We're already.
Do we have any viewers?
An hour 10.
Okay. Do we have any viewers?
What's that?
Do we have any viewers left?
We got 16 viewers.
Nice. There we go.
Keep talking.
All right. So the Terps. Been to the World Series. Off the charts. Yankees wins. Phenomenal. Been to the Super Bowl. The best thing about the Final Four? 4 days in Atlanta with 4 colleges.
Okay.
You got the young ladies, the older ladies, the fired up guys, the athletes, whatever. You go on a Friday morning. You party all day. You get up on a Saturday. You got the Final Four on Saturday night, and you have that college ambiance. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
And the Terps beat Kansas with Drew Gooden and Kirk Heinrich. We had Dixon, Blake, Baxter, Mouton, and Chris Wilcox. Taj Holden, my boy. I'm still friends with Taj. My 6th man. That's right. That's right. You got that right, Dan.
We're an hour in, and Kevin's
Dan's jealous.
We'll get to that later.
Dan's jealous that we're breaking records on time and martinis.
He only comes down every once in a while, so I got to keep him on as
right, Dan.
as possible, I guess.
This is called. What do they say when?
Who's this person?
Oh, that's a good actress, Anna. Wow. Thank you for saying hi, Anna.
Hey, thanks for joining us, Anna.
I'm glad Anna joined. She's
a
nice young lady. So Dan. Bottom line, we win that first Final Four game. Mm-hmm. Nothing's better. You beat Kansas. Then you have there you go, Brent. Of course you remember that team. When you win that game, then you're going to stay there all Sunday, right? And party. And all Monday till Monday night at 9. Oh, that's my girl Kay. How you doing? And then we won the national championship. Mm-hmm. With Gary Williams won his first. Kavarik was on the staff. A lot of my people. But nothing is better than the passion of March Madness, right? That's right, Dan. Nothing better, and I can talk about them all day. We could go on forever.
Juan Dixon, former Wizard.
The Wizard. But Steve Blake ends up having the longest pro career.
Cheers, Dave.
Dan, cheers, brother.
Have a safe flight, my bud.
Steve Blake had the longest NBA career.
Mm-hmm.
What a great. He played with Kobe.
And Brandon, you made a comment earlier. Yes, you do have to be in shape to play basketball. I played basketball in high school, and
were you good, Ken? Were you good?
I was.
Were you a point guard?
Yes, I was a point guard. But I will say this: it was my favorite sport.
God, it's fun.
It was when I was in high school. I played basketball all day, every day.
And your hands would be black when you came home.
Yeah, and my feet. When the first week of basketball practice.
That's why I can't walk right now.
Man, I would get blisters on my feet, but you know what? I didn't care. I loved it.
Those blisters that you had to pop.
Yes.
Of course, you love it.
And then you had to wear those second skin things on your.
Yes.
Oh man.
Yes.
The first week of
you
basketball.
You get your ankles taped, second skin. Put the socks on. Bullis, 1987 IC champs. If anybody's out there, we were number 17.
In the butt, man.
Yeah.
But I love playing basketball. Then you ready?
Mm-hmm.
My next one was football, and I was honorable mention all state my senior year, and I missed the first 3 games of the season.
Did you ever decleat anybody? What position?
I was a safety.
That's the best position.
7 interceptions. I had 7 interceptions in 7 games. So
I think safety is the best position because you wait and then you decleat.
So yeah, but I love playing football.
Of course.
And I was the backup quarterback, but
so was that backup
story.
Backup.
And you know what? I wound up playing my third favorite sport.
Baseball.
Professionally.
And it takes skill, though.
I loved it.
Skill.
It was great.
It takes skill.
I went to college, Kevin, to actually play football. I did not go to college to play baseball.
And now you're an actor hosting Appletinis with Kevin.
I know. What the hell? Where did it go off the rails, Kevin?
It didn't. You've got 1 million credits. You're a stud. It did not go off the rails. You've got a house, a wife, 5 kids, and you've got 1 million credits. It did not go off the rails for you. And you played pro baseball. Not to toot your horn.
It's the roofies and the Appletinis. I'm sorry, I did roofies.
Did you?
Yeah, you're going to be passing out later.
Oh, I feel good.
You wake up tomorrow and certain areas are sore.
This is night 4 in a row. I'll be okay, Kurt.
I apologize.
I just wish Dan Franco was here. Anna, wow. Anna loves us.
Love you.
Anna, you're a sweetheart. I hope you keep booking.
And?
What's NC?
North Carolina.
Didn't see that coming, Kevin. I wonder what he's talking about. What do you think he's talking about?
I don't know. PG and SG.
PG County?
I guess.
The Terps. Dan Franco loved that 2002 team.
There he is. Go to Miami. Spring practice. Boom, boom, boom.
That's right.
Here's to you having another offer from the University of Miami.
Kevin Stokes is my favorite chime-in so far.
You should follow him and then watch the videos and stuff he posted his son. This is son
will.
Marcus right there, his wife, and his other son.
I will.
His photo.
When I wake up tomorrow and your wife makes us all breakfast and we're still hanging out drinking, then I will follow him. You can tell me how to follow him.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough, because I think it's going to be a long night.
Church
We're
rec
be here
lead.
all night because Bubba requested it.
Yes.
So,
Kurt, we're not going to stop.
I mean, the comments are just flying in right now.
Oh, yeah. Kurt was trying to get signed by the 80s. Dude, how about... Pro basketball is not pro basketball anymore. It's guys that shoot threes all day like me.
Yeah,
when you
no
had
defense,
the Pistons with
nothing.
Rodman, Lambeer...
I can't watch the NBA anymore.
I can't.
Now, look, when I was a kid...
Joe Dumars.
Yes.
Rodman, Isaiah Thomas.
I love
Bird,
that
Magic,
era.
all that stuff. Forget it.
That's
That's basketball.
That era of the NBA. I love
the Celtics,
Magic
Bird,
Johnson,
the Chief.
I love the Sixers, Moses Malone
Yes.
and Dr. J.
Yes.
And those guys. I love those guys.
Andrew Toney.
Yeah. I even... Maurice Cheeks.
Mo
and
Cheeks.
Bobby Jones and
Yes.
Daryl Dawkins.
Yes. Chocolate Thunder.
Oh, my God. He was amazing. But
Why
I
was
love
basketball
that
so
era.
great in the NBA back then, and it's not anymore?
I love that era. And
Yes.
I loved Michael Jordan era. And then right near the end
Must
of the
see
Michael
TV.
Jordan era, I just was like,
Yep.
I can't watch.
And I live for basketball, and I can't watch pro.
You know?
I couldn't agree more.
And then I haven't really watched it lately. Now, don't get me wrong. The Sixers just made a great trade.
Yeah.
They got Harden. And
You like the beard, huh?
Yeah, I like the beard, and I like the fact that they got an opportunity now. I might try to check back in and see.
Yeah, in the playoffs, maybe.
Yeah, but but back in the day, I never missed a game. I never missed a game.
Never.
You know,
Celtics, Lakers games?
Dr. J
Pistons?
was amazing.
The Julius.
When he was fighting Larry Bird, Julius Erving and Larry Bird got into a fight. That was
Dr.
amazing.
J is just a freak of nature.
Dude, when he played in Brooklyn as a kid, like when he was like 18, 19 years old, playgrounds were packed. People were sitting on rooftops
Now they're playing
just to watch him.
Right, now they're playing video games.
Just to watch him play.
Yep.
Just to watch
Julius Erving, number
play.
6. Julius Erving.
Right?
Yep.
What kind of amazing athlete are you that people are sitting on rooftops
that's sick.
to watch you?
Because he's putting on a show
play.
on the playgrounds. I love it, man.
What an incredible athlete. Right?
Oh, yeah.
And then, look, soccer, Brandon, don't get me started on soccer.
All right, hold on. Don't start me either.
You do have to have great endurance.
Yep.
Soccer sucks. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not getting into it.
I can grab 11 guys from New York and we can tie Peru tomorrow.
Exactly.
0-0. I'll put them all on defense and we'll tie 0-0. Don't start me.
There's Anna Locken. I don't know what that means, but I think
Anna's just laughing at us. Laughing out loud.
LO.
There you go, Anna.
She followed up. She
Are you having a martini, Anna?
She's a little drunk.
Her boyfriend's not paying attention to her. She's having a martini.
Yeah.
Look. There we go. I did preach. I
wish I was a rock star.
You
know why? You know why I wish
I gave you all your props for your credits.
Do you know why I wish I was a rock star?
Why?
Because they give you drugs for free.
Yes.
You
and you can drink while you're working.
You don't have to buy them at that point. They just give them to you for free.
We're drinking while we're working.
That's why I want to be a rock star. My son's working on it. He's going to be a rock star.
Oh, yeah. Nothing better than music. Live music.
Who's Blake? I don't even know Blake.
Steve Blake.
Oh, okay.
Is that what we're talking about? Our point guard who played in the NBA 20 years and played with Kobe. Is that what we're talking about?
I guess.
I hope.
I guess. Look, I can't keep up with all the comments that are coming in.
Whoa. Great show. Thank you, Johnny. It is rad. This is rad.
It is rad. Be well. You be well, Johnny.
Oh, he's heading out with a girl. He's informing us that he's heading out with a girl.
Yeah.
1 hour to go 10 miles out here. That's the problem with L.A.
I know.
I was just there. Pat Farrell, my boy. Holler.
I love L.A., but only in short spurts.
I do too.
Like
Same.
a week, 2 weeks, I'm good.
I was just there 5 days, and I haven't been there for a while. I love it too.
Yeah. I love it in short spurts.
Yeah.
I'm good.
WeHo, West Hollywood.
Yep. All right. Anna's saying hi, Johnny. She's jumping in.
Look at Anna.
I'm going to post her. Anna's commenting. I love it.
Anna's loving it.
Right?
Yep.
Do you know chokeholds are a foul? They are.
Kurt Howard. Kurt Howard's got a good look.
And there's Jill Redding. Thanks, Jill. I appreciate it. Thanks for joining.
Yes, thank you, Jill.
Steph all the way. Best shooter ever.
He is. I don't doubt that. He's so skilled, it's crazy.
I am not
But I'd rather
Steph
watch
Curry.
Julius Erving go to the hole than Steph shoot threes. That's just me.
I'd rather watch Magic Johnson come down and just dissect.
Dude. I'd rather watch Mahorn and Lambeer knock your ass on the ground, and then you have to shoot free throws and earn them.
Tennis.
I like tennis. Love tennis.
Love it.
Love it.
Right?
Because you're responsible for yourself.
Yep. Danny Rojas. That's who he's talking about. You watch that show? Ted Lasso?
Dude, I have not watched that yet. I don't have Apple Plus. I did watch Coda, though. We didn't get to that. But
all right, so
I don't have Apple Plus. I have not seen Ted Lasso.
We're ban him from Appletinis right now for not watching Ted Lasso. Are you serious?
I've worked with Jason Sudeikis. I love him.
You don't have Apple Plus?
I don't. But
you haven't seen the show, the basketball show I'm in?
No, I have not.
Swagger.
No.
Dude, your ass better go home tonight.
Hey, man, it's been a tough pandemic.
I
just don't have Apple.
It's $4.
I hear you. I've been busy, my friend. That's what we were going to talk about, but we're running out of time.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now. You better get Appletinis Plus. Not Appletinis Plus.
Please serve me another.
Appletinis Plus. One day. You never know.
That is great. Appletinis Plus. That should be a network.
Look at my arm. Look at how crappy
that is. Bold.
Wow. That's terrible.
Yes.
It hurts.
That's some bruising. That's some stunt work.
It wasn't stunt work. I slipped and fell down the stairs.
Rick Kane didn't hire you for that?
No, he didn't hire me.
He didn't hire me either.
But I slipped and fell, and I saved my computer.
Yes.
My $3,000 computer.
That's all that matters.
And my $2,000 projector. But this is what happened.
That is serious, man.
I saved them and effed up my arm.
Wow. The teenies are helping you then. Appletinis.
There it is.
I hear you, buddy.
Hockey.
Ovechkin's good, man. I worked with him. I love the guy. He's a character, and he likes to have a few adult beverages when they win the Stanley Cup. I like him.
See,
Ted Lasso. Dan, come on, man. We haven't even talked about Coda. Nobody had seen Coda, and I started talking about it the first week of December. People were calling me Mr. Coda. I chapped Ken's ass. Yeah, of course I did.
All right, so.
What else we got? Anything? Drinks? Beers?
No, we're going to keep going.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I'm going to make some more Appletinis.
Are you really? Nice.
Relax, because we're going to talk about Coda.
Yes,
right?
God,
so
please.
let's talk a little bit because we're both actors and we're both in SAG.
And it hits you in different ways, and different kind of people like it.
And we both get the opportunity to watch.
Man, what a movie!
We get to watch a lot of different movies with a lot of great performances, right?
Mm-hmm.
And as you see right here, Coda, right, was an amazing freaking movie that has flown under the radar.
Because no one knew about it back in December. No. I'll tell the story. I was on the SAG. I've been in SAG since 1998. The first year I've ever been. Were you ever in the SAG nominating committee?
Yes.
I never have been.
Long time ago.
It's picked by random. There's only like 2,500 members out of the whole world that get to do it.
Yes.
All of a sudden they picked me this year, of course, during the pandemic. I watched Coda in early December. I started writing stuff about it. Like 2 people had ever even heard of it. The lead actress in Coda is so talented. You have to watch this film. It's about children of deaf...
Child of deaf adults.
Child of deaf adults. So the lead actress, beautiful young lady.
But it also has a musical meaning as well.
Yes. So she learns sign language for this movie. She's the only non-deaf actor in the movie. And she learned how to sing. And the musical teacher also was phenomenal. I don't know his name.
Yep.
But
he was great. I love
her dad's name was what? Troy?
Yes, Troy Kotzer is the actor's name.
Who won the SAG Award for Best Supporting, and he deserved it. I'm just telling you, man, if you don't cry during Coda, you don't have a pulse. If you don't like it.
I cried multiple times.
Are you kidding me? I was
multiple.
bawling. And it's just a touching, great movie, great family dynamic. I love the fishing boat scenes. Mm-hmm. I love everything. Thank you.
There's everything awesome about that film.
Yes. So you thought it was the best film of the year, like me?
Yes,
it's
right.
Yeah,
it is. Film of the year. Look, I love King Richard. Right?
Yeah, I did too.
Thought that was a great film as well.
Of course.
But this film was so heartfelt and just so boom right there. We lost a lot of people because I think I'm making Appletinis.
No, that's not why.
Anyway, we're up to 9, but we're gonna keep going.
I think we have 11, but anyway, maybe 12. So,
we were breaking records. We had 23.
We're breaking records anyway. We're breaking records anyway. But Coda, if you have not seen Coda yet, I don't care how you have to get it. You got to get it. And they didn't market it for a long time. It's up for a couple Oscars. There you go, my man. See? It's hard. He was only on it 1 year like me.
I know. I was only on it 1 year.
Jill cried.
A long time ago.
Jill, that makes 3 of us. It was so good.
Yes.
Yes, her voice was amazing.
Was amazing.
Dan, look, that is so accurate, my friend.
I enjoyed Tender Bar.
I did too.
I enjoyed King Richard.
Loved King Richard.
I thought Belfast was great.
I told you that. Christian Grey. The kid in Belfast was incredible. A lot of dialogue. A lot of dialogue.
Coda. If you haven't seen Coda yet, folks, it's on Apple Plus. Kevin.
Yeah, it's going to be on a lot more things than that.
If you don't watch my basketball show.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm not going to be.
I'm
not talking to you anymore.
Watch Coda and then watch Ken's basketball show. That's the order I would go in. No offense.
Yes, watch Coda, and then they're both on Apple Plus. But anyway, Coda was so good, and I hope Troy Kotzer. I thought they hired a dude off the street to be that guy because he was deaf and a fisherman.
Right.
But
that's good casting.
That's how good he was. Yeah. I thought he was the real.
I thought the brother was excellent.
He was great too.
And the music teacher.
Yeah. Yes, the music teacher. He's awesome. It was a great.
And the whole chorus.
It was a great
choir. Marilyn Matlin.
It was good. And
right?
the boyfriend.
Is that her name? Marilyn Matlin.
Marley.
She's deaf.
Yeah, she is. Yeah. They all are.
Whoa, that's an interesting pour. Be careful.
There you go, bro.
Look at the mixologist, Ken Arnold. Who knew?
Used to be a bartender.
That's right.
Just saying.
Cheers, man. Traffic to here. Here's where we came.
Traffic to here.
That's right.
So we met many years ago on Traffic. You know who worked on Traffic with us?
John Cheadle.
but Rasik Kohal.
Oh.
R.I.P. my friend.
Yes, that's right.
He worked on Traffic with us.
There we go. That's
one of the first things that I met Rasik doing.
Everybody loved him.
Oh, he's fantastic.
I didn't know him that well. I have random friends that love that guy.
He was one of my good friends, and when it broke
when
my
people
heart.
started writing about that, I was really broken up because all my friends knew him.
Yeah, it broke.
That's
my
really
heart.
sad, man.
It was one of the things in my life that hit me so hard. It just knocked me for a loop, and I don't even think I still recover to this day.
Really?
Now, if you go into my office and you look over my computer facing me, right in front of me is his headshot.
Oh boy!
So anytime that I'm sitting at my computer
man.
and I think that, why am I doing this or what am I doing? All I got to do is look up, and he's staring right at me.
That's pretty cool.
I know exactly what I need to do.
He was a really good guy.
Oh, he's fantastic. He was there.
I've heard that from strangers in DC that I haven't talked to. Like
he was there for everybody.
Yeah.
You needed something, he was there. You needed support, he was there.
He loved being from the DMV, and he was just an actor that worked on a lot of projects with you guys,
fantastic.
right?
So fantastic.
Wow.
And I miss him so much.
Yep.
But yeah, we were on Traffic. He was on Traffic with us, and I just missed the guy.
Of course. So. What else is there to say? That's incredible.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Very sad. What else you got? Dan Franco? Dan Franco is...
Kurt Howard says his phone's nearly dead. We'll plug it in. Jesus Christ.
Charge the thing, Kurt.
What the hell?
If you got that kind of look... I like how Dan Franco's probably drinking at the bar at the airport and just hanging out.
Bubba's still here.
Of course.
Hey, Christy Baran.
CB.
Right?
That's bad. Look. Do you know Christy? CB, I'm sorry.
Yes, I know Christy.
CB is one of my girls.
She's one of my Facebook
CB,
friends.
it's 2020.
Yeah.
Double Deuces is our number. You've done CB?
I know who she is.
I see CB in Vegas. I see her here. She's got a great family. CB is my girl.
Dan Franco is correct. Tick Tick
Yes,
Boom was great.
that is. We forgot about Andrew Garfield in that.
I picked him. No, now for lead actor in SAG.
I did too.
I picked him, but
I've got the screenshot. I voted on him.
Okay, but here's the deal.
He was good, man.
So was Will Smith.
God, he's good.
Right?
Of course.
Either one was deserving of the award.
Correct.
Did not care, but I went with him because he had to dance and sing, and that's the only reason that separated it from me.
That movie shocked me. I had no idea it was going to be that good.
Yeah.
TikTok Boom. Sherry Witt watched TikTok Boom.
It was fantastic. I saw the play. Me and Dan actually went a couple of years ago to see it in Baltimore. They did a production of it there.
Was it as good as the movie?
I loved I loved the play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was fantastic.
All right.
I love the play, and my son's Jerry Paradiso's daughter, Chelsea, was in it, and I loved it. I loved the play, and I loved the movie Tick Tick Boom. If you haven't seen Tick Tick Boom,
Tick Tick Boom,
check that out.
There we go. I agree. Andrew Garfield.
Right? Yes.
Wait, who was the female?
He's a Ruskin Raider too. You know who he's talking about?
I don't.
Troy Kotzer.
Oh yes, Troy.
He's the one that taught them the sign with all the signs and everything. That
sitting on the back of that.
Yeah, the Tuscan Raiders.
Sitting in the audition and then sitting on the back of the truck. I'll never forget it. That's good stuff.
Right. And
look at the color. You know what Dan's saying? They're very white. They're very clear.
Very clear.
That's called a stiff pour, Dan.
It's called straight up vodka.
It's called straight vodka, Dan. he goes, look at the color on the teenies. Yeah, that's right.
Go to Canteen tomorrow, Kev. I can't. Oh, Kevin, he's telling you to go to Cantina.
Are you going to buy me one, Bubba? Are you going to leave a tab
open? Buy one.
I've had enough drinks in Bel Air, Maryland to last me the next 3 months. But anyway, Captain's Corner Jr. is taking care of me the last 3 days. It's been fun.
So, all right. So,
Dan Franco.
Here's something that's going to piss Bubba off.
What's that?
You're a Yankee fan. Tell me.
Oh, boy. All right. I grew up here. I was not a Yankees fan when I was born.
Who were you a fan of?
Crazy. Bonilla, Bonds, Van Slyke. The best outfield of all time.
Pirates.
Andy Van Slyke is an absolute legend, stud, jacked, laser arm, 300 hitter, 25 home runs. Barry Bonds is the best player in the history of baseball, and I'm not joking. I can talk about it all day. He never got a pitch to hit.
Ricky Henderson.
Nobody easy. I love Ricky too. Not even close to Barry Bonds.
Well,
Ricky
Henderson.
Barry was a Hall of Famer before any roids, before anything. The only reason Barry gets all the criticism is because Sosa and McGuire weren't as good as him. If you tell me you're going to shoot me in my knee with a needle, I don't care if it's steroids or not, and I'm going to feel better and I can walk. He did what everybody else did. He's just better than everybody, period. Period. Do you agree? You don't think Barry Bonds was the best?
I think Barry Bonds was one of the best hitters of all time.
You don't think he's a great fielder?
No.
How many MVPs did Barry win? I remember Pendleton snuck one, like 7 or 8.
They never really go with the defensive side of that.
Yeah.
For the MVP.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, how many Gold Gloves did Barry Bonds win?
A lot.
Did he?
A lot. Yes, a lot. Dan Franco, look
that
up. Yep, go ahead.
Dan Franco, look
Test
that
the
up.
captain.
How many?
So you asked the question about the Yankees, but the point is I grew up a Pirates fan. Guess when I became a Yankees fan? 1998 when they paid me.
Oh.
I was
that always helps.
Right.
I was an Oriole fan.
I like the Orioles too.
I was an
love
Oriole
the Orioles
fan while they paid me. And then once they stopped paying me, they can go kiss my ass. Orioles were my second favorite team. So then, out of the blue, my mom loved the Yankees. My granddad, Whitey Miller, loved the Yankees. I didn't know anything about the Yankees, but all of a sudden in 1998, they paid me to be David Cone stand-in and pitch in Yankee Stadium. David Cone is a great guy. Follows me on Twitter. He just lost his dad. He's a super guy. But I got to pitch in the real Yankee Stadium, and that is a highlight of my career. I got to work with Jeter. I shot a ton of commercials for him. Once they started paying me, that's exactly why I became a Yankees fan, and they're winners. There you go.
Went to those World Series games. Tino Martinez, Grand Slam, I was there.
Chuck
Knobloch, 3-run homer.
Very nice.
I was there.
Yeah, I'm a big
You're
Yankee
exactly
fan,
right,
too.
Dan Franco. Do you see that?
Yes. I don't disagree. I think Barry Bonds is one of the greatest players to ever play the game.
But how about the fact he didn't even get pitches to hit and he was taking walks?
Oh.
He was unbelievable, man. Love Barry Bonds.
When you're on the roids, it helps.
I don't think. Well,
you can sit there and tell me all day it doesn't, but I played the game. I know it helps.
Of course it. But Palmeiro was on roids.
Yeah, and it helped.
Brett Barbary. We have not
just
talked
because
about
Palmeiro didn't look like he was
Palmeiro's a great hitter.
Right. Yeah, he was a great hitter. But when you're hitting the ball 25, 30 more feet than you normally would,
right.
Look at Brady Anderson.
Oh, my boy. Brady and I dated the same girl. Tatiana, my massage therapist. How you doing? 50 home runs from 9. Brady.
No, from
Brady.
12. He went from 12 to 52.
He didn't do steroids, did he?
That's
like saying I'm not drinking, people. That's like
saying
this is a Bud Light.
Look, but the thing about that back in the day was everybody was doing it. Right? And now I look back on my career.
Why didn't you do it?
And I go, yeah, why didn't I fucking
If you were going to make that much more money, of course.
I walk into the freaking weight room back then, and there's Tom Rodriguez and Juan Gonzalez, and their quads are bigger than my freaking torso.
God,
and
Pudge is good.
I'm like, I can't compete with that. I can't, and I'm not willing to do that.
It is unfair. It is unfair that some people...
I'm not willing, nor could I afford to do it. Right, I couldn't afford steroids or the designer steroids these guys were taking, but they were doing it. Everybody was doing it back then. It wasn't a mystery.
Correct.
Right, and when Jose Canseco came out and wrote that book and said all that stuff that these guys are all doing this, everybody called him a crazy person, but he was right.
Yeah,
he was absolutely
so
right.
Kevin Brown also did them. One quick Orioles plug. Who was our Orioles fan that was on here earlier?
Look at this dickhead.
Paid to be on. There was a show. I have Bruce Smith's helmet. That's what he's talking about? A Disney show?
We did.
I have Bruce Smith's helmet in my sister's garage right now.
Do you? From that show?
Yes.
Because we worked on that show. We worked on it. It was the Jersey. It was called. It was
Dan.
a Disney show.
Yes. 100. For some reason,
it was cold. It was so cold that day.
This is terrible. I'm saying this. I didn't care if I get paid or something. I forgot if Bruce gave it to me or I just walked off with it. But I have that helmet and it is heavy.
You stole it.
You've taken a few props.
You stole it. What the fuck?
Have you ever taken a prop?
No. Not from...
Well, I'm immoral, but I have Bruce Smith's helmet.
Not from any of the...
I have Bruce Smith.
My own movies, yes.
I only have 2 football helmets. Bruce Smith, which is the biggest helmet ever, and it's heavy. I couldn't imagine playing in it. From the show we did, the Jersey in D.C. at RFK, and I have Palomalo signed a helmet for me.
I'm just saying, I think you just indicted yourself.
Well, that's okay.
For stealing Bruce Smith's helmet.
I think the Jersey owes me some more money, so that's okay.
And Disney.
Bruce Smith, Clemson. The Jersey, I forgot all about that.
And Dan, it was so cold that day.
It was freezing.
Yes, it was, bro. Oh my God, that was so cold.
It was.
You were there. It was.
I can't believe that we
were playing the Carolina Panthers.
I forgot all about that.
Hey.
Anna
is back.
Of course you're back.
You,
where were you?
I don't know. Anna. She disappeared. Thanks for
tuning in, Anna.
Yeah, thanks for going away.
Did Dan Franco, you said, worked on the replacements or no?
Yes, he did.
Bar none, Dan. Tell me this. It was the best food I've ever had on set.
Okay.
They were making metric shakes in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
My buddy Chris Robbins was Shane Falco's double from Clemson, left-handed quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
She had a phone call. That's important. And I had a phone call. That's the only reason she left us. I worked with Martell for 22 days. All the DC actors were on it except Ken. And every morning,
I was playing baseball, dude.
Right. Metric shakes. Baltimore Ravens Stadium. The dinners, the bananas Foster, the lobster, the steak. I will never forget the replacements. That was an incredible shoot. Good time.
I know. I'm sorry I missed it.
I am too.
But,
you were doing important things.
At least you guys got to have fun.
We had some fun. What did Dan Franco do in the replacements?
Dan, he was a reporter. He was on the sidelines. He was doing all kinds of stuff.
Of course he was. He was multitasking.
Yeah. I think.
But that's when eating and lunch break was fun.
But he worked on it for a few weeks, he said.
Of course. He was probably a core reporter. Yeah.
He worked on it for a few weeks.
Dan was staring at the cheerleading squad for the Washington whatever team.
Is that the Washington?
The Washington. I have some props from there. God, I must be a thief.
Yes.
What did Dan say?
He was a sideline
Yes,
cop.
you were, Dan.
Here it was.
A sideline cop. That is awesome. There you go, brother. That is a good cast. My boy Orlando Jones. Make 7, up yours.
John Favreau, 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
He was trying to get it out, and we're going to share it. 2 months.
Gene Hackman would eat at a table with us, but Keanu Reeves wanted nothing to do with us. Good stories. Good stories from the replacements.
Keanu!
Look, months he worked on it.
Keanu! You bastard.
Dan Franco. Dan Franco's a legend.
He is a legend.
Terp fan. That's what I love.
Usually he's on
Where's Dan DeLuca? Is Dan DeLuca around anymore?
Nah, fuck that guy.
Oh, boy.
Dan
Sorry.
DeLuca.
Bad subject. Bad
Dan
topic,
DeLuca,
man. Bad topic. Dan DeLuca. How about Legends Field? Did you
down
play
in
there?
Florida?
Yeah.
I played there.
Yankees.
Yeah.
It's the only place I didn't play pro baseball, but I hit a ball out of Legends Field with a wood bat.
You're a legend.
It's a highlight of my career.
Yeah.
Yep.
The highlight of your baseball career?
And pitching is David Cohn, but 30 miles an hour slower.
There you go.
Yep.
All right, you're a legend, bro.
Of course.
At Legends Field.
A legend in Legends
Florida.
Field. 1998.
I never hit a home run at Legends Field.
I can't believe I did. I don't know how that happened.
I probably struck out like 3 or 4 times at Legends.
I've hit 1 million softball home runs, but we have loaded titanium bats. Yeah.
You're in a softball league in New York, are you?
I can't believe you just said that. You know me better than I thought. That's one of my favorite things. Yeah. The Broadway Show Business League. Mm-hmm. I'm in the bowling league. I used to be represented by Buchwald for 2 contracts, but they let me go. Anyway, I still play softball for them, and I bowl in the Broadway Bowling League. Thursday nights, all the talent, 32 teams, 11:30 till 3 in the morning. You see the stars of Broadway. You see the crew.
And why am I not involved in any of this?
I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you that's one of the best experiences of my life. I will play in the softball
league if Buchwald signs me tomorrow.
Okay, I could probably get. I'm still friends with 2 of my 3 agents, but anyway, that's another story. So Conroy, one of the best commercial actors in the world. If you look up Jim Conroy, he's been in everything. He was he was the best bowler on our team.
Oh, and I can bowl too, by the way.
I can too.
I've been bowling since I was
I can throw
kid.
some 200s. I'm not the best, but I was the second best on our team.
You what?
Second best.
What's your average?
Average? I mean, I bowled a million.
What?
I'd say average 170. Stop. Dude, but I threw a lot. I'll tell you what. Just picture this. You're in the epicenter of the world in New York City. Every Thursday night, I'm with Buchwald. Conroy is one of the top 10 commercial actors in New York City. I'm forgetting his campaign. Yep. Wait till I tell Dan Franco about this story. So, bowling, 32 teams, every Thursday night, shows end, and we're there till 3 in the morning, and you see the people from Wicked, from every show, and they cut loose, man. Stop with the duck pen bowling, Bubba. We're talking about real sports. I carry a 16-pound ball. I throw a hook, and if you get 3 strikes in a row, the turkey, I've only done it 2 or 3 times in all my years. They pour you a shot of wild turkey as big as this martini, and everybody watches you drink it. It's fun. So you watch everybody cut loose.
I would be seriously drunk.
Would you love it?
What?
6 bowlers. It's fun, man.
Yeah, I would be seriously drunk at that point then, because I've done the turkey many
Everybody
times.
is drunk. People bring their own balls. You have 110-pound girls wasted falling in the gutters that are the most talented dancers on Broadway. It's been one of my favorite things. Don's balls. We got a trophy.
Don's balls.
Don Buchwald. We were Don's balls. So anyway, I played for Buchwald twice. Here's the better story. The Broadway Show Business League. Tony Danza was on my B team. He's talented. I've seen everybody there. The Jonas Brothers, everybody. I've played since 2003 when I got to New York. I've drank Prosecco with Marla Maples, whatever, but everybody congregates at 11, 1:30, 3:30, and we have the cafe where we drink after. It is total camaraderie, the best league ever. 8 guys, 2 girls. Put a girl at second base and catcher. Or pitcher if you have a great one, and tell me that's not fun. Playing with
It is fun.
Every show. What did Dan just say? His friend play? Oh, Hamilton.
Hamilton, yes.
Of course, Hamilton. They did it. They did a. Yep. Are chokeholds legal? And is Kurt a wrestler?
I don't know.
It depends on what you mean by chokehold, Kurt.
So, I mean, how cool would that be?
Yeah.
MMA / bowling tournament.
Who doesn't like bowling? Everybody likes bowling. I love bowling.
I used to watch
how could you not like bowling?
Bowling for Dollars when I was a kid. We would come home, and me and my dad would watch Bowling for Dollars.
I don't know if I could pick, but you would like the Broadway Show Business Softball League and the Bowling League, wouldn't you?
I would play in the softball league for Buchwald. Yeah, you get me on William Morris's softball
I don't even want to tell you about.
I'll play.
The great story is I hope they're not watching because my agents are on here. Yeah, I was with Abrams for 10 years, then Buchwald for 2 contracts, and they called me one day, and I thought it was a joke. And they said, we just can't keep you busy enough, da-da-da-da-da-da, but we still want you to play softball, and you're part of the family. I'm like, I will still play softball, of course. Those are my people. Since 2003.
I'll come up. I'll play softball.
Will you play a guest star?
Hell yeah. I will.
I've had people sub in. I used to play 3 days a week, then it got down to 2, then it got down to 1. I used to, you start missing auditions, you start doubting what you're doing up there. Yeah. But it's fun.
I doubt what I'm doing every day. So.
I hear you, but it's fun. I'll tell you what.
And then Receipt looks at me over my computer, and then I'm like, you're right.
That's the weird thing. When all the visitors are running around and they see you playing softball at 1 or 3:30 in the afternoon, they're like, these are all musicians and actors. Otherwise, they wouldn't be able to be here.
I know.
Yeah. Right? That's right.
Yeah.
Ken Arnold's a good bowler. I never knew that.
Oh, I can bowl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bring
it on, Franco.
Is Dan Franco good in any sports, or is he just a connoisseur of acting?
He plays hockey.
Hockey?
Yeah. He's in an adult league hockey, yeah.
There you go. Field hockey?
Field hockey. Oh,
he's going to love that. That's improv, Dan Franco. He's going to get pissed.
It's not good improv.
Field hockey. It's pretty good.
Oh, Franco's pissed now. You just field hockey.
I've got some plaid undergarments I can send in. That's funny.
Dan.
That's
I'm
funny.
going to see Dan play in his league, and yeah, he's good. Man.
Of course.
It's fun. Yeah, he skates better than I do.
Floor hockey and ice hockey or field hockey, Dan?
Man.
Yeah.
So, all right, man. We've been on, Kevin. Let's look at this. We've been on for an hour and 45 minutes.
I thought Dan Franco had some questions. I guess not.
Yeah.
He might be in the air. He might be in the air right now.
I don't know.
Do you get more intoxicated in the air when you fly? Have you noticed that? Have you ever drank on a flight, Ken?
I have. I drink on all my flights.
Me too.
So,
I usually drink on the flight there, but I never drink on the way back.
Yeah, I gotta say, ice. There he is. See
what?
Franco.
What did Franco say? Ice. Dan, you are the man.
Bam.
Dan is the man.
Dan plays hockey, and Dan's good at it. It's fun.
Of course he is. Of course he's good.
Is Dan good at any sports? Fight
Whoa.
Words.
Come on, Brandon. You know better.
Do you know Brandon?
I don't know Brandon.
You should get to know Brandon.
Should I?
Brandon's a great guy. He's a lot of fun. He's involved with the whole con scene. You know, he does all the cons and everything. Very, very big into the superhero movies and the comic book scene, which is fantastic because I collect comic books and I love talking to him. He knows a lot more than I do. But
does he?
Yeah, he does.
He's not better at baseball than you, is he?
He might be. I don't know. Okay. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people who are better.
I'm not going to mess with Dan Franco with hockey.
No, Dan Franco will kick your ass.
But Dan, if you want to
pull your jersey right over your head and punch it 6
Dan,
times
come play
what happened.
Dan will play football, basketball, baseball, now bowling,
right, look.
or tennis, or golf.
So this is what Brandon said about being a better baseball player.
Let's hear it.
I am. He is a better baseball player.
He's that good? Wow.
I guess. I don't know.
I was good, but
I've never seen him play.
I wouldn't mess with Ken.
I am sure he is. So, right?
I like softball.
And Bubba's a great guy.
Ken,
I love softball.
No, why? Well,
okay,
dude, you
here's
still
why I don't
because you
play.
used to run and speed was part of your game. Me, I can just sit there and jack homers.
Here's why I don't play softball.
Why not?
All right, so
because Buckwald didn't sign you.
No.
Okay.
Here's the deal. I played in a what the hell do you call them? Not a
baseball,
co-op,
professional baseball.
No, yeah, I used to play that, but
okay.
I played in when I was young. Before I started playing professional baseball, I played in a what do you call it when the
T-ball?
They mix the teams.
Oh, co-ed.
Co-ed.
Well, that's what we play in the Broadway Show Business League. It's 8-2.
I can't remember co-ed.
I hope you're not being disrespectful to women, Ken.
No, I'm not.
Okay, I hope not.
But
CB, we would never disrespect you, CB. Right. Never.
And, wait.
Time out.
He is, and Brandon said he's good at basketball too.
Brandon, that makes 2
Any
of us,
day
buddy.
you're ready to go
Brandon.
1-on-1, Brandon, come on over.
That makes 2 of us, buddy.
We'll go down to the playground and I'll show you.
You can play 1-on-1.
I'll show you. You know what my nickname was in high school, Brandon?
Stop.
I'm going to tell you right now. You ready? Here was my nickname in high school, Kevin. White meat.
I got you.
Bam.
I'll tell you if there's one thing I can do.
You ever heard of white lightning?
Yeah.
White meat. Boom. Boom.
I
was just nailing shit from the outside. And then I was like John Stockton. Behind the back pass.
That's fine.
Boom. No look.
Shooting is the main skill. Shooting's the main skill in basketball. If there's anything I can do in the world, there's nobody associated with this podcast that will beat me in horse.
It was amazing.
Nobody.
All right.
Nobody.
So, basketball. Oh, Franco's jumping in.
Oh, boy.
He played football, too.
I got you, Dan Franco.
Right? You may break my ankles with handles. Whatever.
Stop.
Whatever. Trying to cross over bull
athlete.
crap. I was the master of stealing that from anybody who ever tried to cross over on me. Ever. Go ahead. Try to cross over on me. Boom.
Yeah.
My ball. See you later. Dunk.
I'm the master of raining
I used to be
threes.
able to dunk back in the day before I weighed 240 pounds.
Two-handed or one?
Just one.
I could only go 2.
I couldn't do it 2.
I went 2. It was easier.
Well, you're bigger than me.
Yeah, I went 2. I didn't like 1.
You're like 6'3".
Yeah.
I'm 6'1".
I still am 6'3".
I couldn't do. Are you?
6'4" with the hair spiked up.
White men can't jump.
Yes,
That's
they can.
a lie.
Not high, though.
That's a lie.
Not high.
It's a lie.
Dan Franco, the athlete and the actor. Okay.
Played football and hockey. Dan Franco.
CB loves Journey. We didn't talk about music.
Brandon.
CB loves Journey in Lincoln Park. We didn't
Who
talk
does?
about any. CB, little Christy Baran.
Where's that?
She loves. Well, I'm just telling you. It's a fact I happen to know.
Oh, I thought she commented.
No, she didn't comment. She loves music. I met her on a Lincoln commercial.
How's she doing?
In
Is she
DC.
doing good?
Okay, so CB, very important young lady in my life. I met her in Annapolis, Maryland, on a Lincoln commercial on 7/7.
Okay.
So our number's 22. We love 7/7. She moved out to Vegas, so I used to go to Vegas a lot more. Every time I went out to Vegas, I hung out with CB, and she's a local-based actor and model. Nice girl. Mm-hmm. She loves music, man. She loves Journey and Linkin Park. We have the same taste. Great family, great person. There's your shout-out, CB.
All right, CB. We're down to 9 people now.
Oh, shit.
Digits. We were crushing it for a while.
We were crushing it, man. That's because you didn't put Dan Franco on.
Well, you know what, Kevin?
What's that?
I think it's time for us to wrap this up.
So no Dan Franco questions.
Nah.
That segment's over. Okay.
That segment's over.
Next time.
Maybe next time. We got to have you on again.
Of course.
It's fantastic. We broke records. You're right. We did.
It would be rude not to. We drank the most martinis and we were on the air the longest.
I know. And then Dan Franco says, great
Look at
show,
that.
fellas. He's boarding now. Well, thank you, Dan Franco, for tuning in. Thank you for everybody else who tuned in tonight. We appreciate it. Bubba and Troy and who else was on tonight?
Anna.
Yeah, Anna was
CB.
on. And CB. Yep. And Kevin
sister.
Stokes came on. My
Yep.
sister was on. All the folks that joined us tonight, thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's been a long time since I've seen my good friend Kevin Witt here.
Man.
We've known each other for a long time. We started out in
4
this
decades.
industry.
4 decades.
Yeah, 4 decades.
Yep.
And we've known each other for such a long time. We've done this industry together. We've kind of grown up together in this industry. He went to New York. I stayed here. But you know what? Doesn't matter. We're still doing the same thing. We're still enjoying what we do. And thank you, Kevin, for coming down tonight. I appreciate it. I appreciate all you folks out there who are watching.
We do.
Peace in the Ukraine, please.
Good health and cheers.
Right?
Cheers, Ken. Thank you, brother.
Cheers, Kevin. I
Appreciate you having
appreciate
me.
all you guys tuning in tonight. And we're going to lead this out right now with our end song.
Holler.
Have you ever seen it?
No.
Have you ever seen the end song for?
I can't wait, man. Holler.
Here we go. Boom. Hold on.
Tech
Hey,
savvy.
love.
Tech savvy.
Who's this?
Holler. Kay, that's my girl. Love you, Kay.
Thanks, Kay.
What a great name. What a great name.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Jill Redding, for
Jill.
joining us.
Wow, I love Jill.
Thank you, Kurt Howard. I
Kurt,
appreciate it.
You're a legend
and
and
I will
a scholar.
see you all, guys. Oh, I'll see you all. I will see all you folks next week.
That's right.
I'll tell you what. I'm still trying to get Tom Selleck on the show.
Okay.
You got any,
I'll talk to him. If I get on Blue Bloods, which I still haven't gotten on, I'll talk to him.
All right. Well, when you do, let him know. I want to
right.
show.
Thank you, everybody, and thank you, Ken. That was
Restraining
awesome.
order and some other crap that I got to get through to get to him. But
We will do this again. We'll get Tom Selleck.
Once I get through that and Tom Selleck comes on the show, it's going to be amazing.
Amazing.
It's going to be. We're gonna jump right to the head of all the podcasts. We're gonna beat what's his name?
We're going to beat everybody.
We're gonna beat Rogan. That guy Rogan.
Of course.
Rogan.
This podcast is going to blow it up when people know how to watch it.
Exactly.
We would have had thousands of followers if people knew how to watch
Screw
it.
Joe Rogan, man. We're gonna take over.
Screw Joe Rogan.
We're taking over.
Yep.
I'll see you guys next time. Join us on Appletinis with Ken. Thank you for joining me. Oh, you know what, Kevin?
What's that?
Let me run through this real quick. All right, hold up.
Mulligan.
Time out.
Mulligan, what do you got, Ken?
Mulligan, we're going back.
We're going to run through something.
We're going to run through something.
I can run through anything. Let's go.
There it is.
Ah!
There it is.
You got to follow us. That's right.
There it is. So if you want to follow
all the
us,
quarterbacks.
Go. Tell them where they can follow you, bud.
Instagram and Twitter at Kevin Lee Witt. Simple.
There you go.
Simple.
Instagram and Twitter.
Yep.
Instagram and Twitter, Appletinis we can, and at Ken Arnold Actor.
We got to focus on this more.
Of course.
It's not all about auditioning and booking. It's about this. It's about this now.
But you guys can follow us there, and we'll see you guys next time right here on Appletinis we can. We'll talk to you guys later.
Thank you.
See ya.
Holler.
Appletinis with Ken.
I love it.
Appletinis with Ken.
That is good.
Oh yeah, Appletinis with Ken. Oh, 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 oh. Appletinis with Ken. Oh, oh yeah. Oh, oh.